This Could End Terribly, episode 6, Christmas, CHRISMUKKAH. How we say it?
CHRISMUKKAH.
CHRISMUKKAH special. And I wanna. We got some jingle bells. Jing 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 jing. Sirens aren't quite right.
I went for like a soft.
I wanna sing us in this week.
Oh, okay.
The mood is right. The spirit's up.
Din 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 din.
We're here tonight.
Din 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 din.
And that's enough.
Din 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 din.
Here we having a wonderful Christmas time. Here we having a wonderful Christmas time.
Christmas songs are kind of shit.
No, they're not. I got more for you.
Okay.
Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow.
Oh, now you're in tune. I get it.
This sounds like one of those.
Bruv, I'm not done.
Oh, sorry.
Last Christmas, I gave you my heart,
but the very next day,
you gave it
away.
This year,
Off tuning it.
To save me from tears, I give it to someone special.
Last.
Alright, that sound. Yo, we basically did the next advert.
Do you know which one I like the
little
most?
one.
You know, I was watching Home Alone. I wasn't watching Home Alone
Oh,
recently.
here we go.
No.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. Bum, 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 with the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you be a good cheer.
I'm just staring at your
It's
friends.
the most wonderful time of the year.
Guys, help me.
Do you know which one?
I'm staring at two sickos at the moment.
When you do you not remember being in school and the Snowman tune was like the most fire
What's the
Christmas
snowman tune?
I'm so glad you asked. Don't make me pull it up on the TV.
No. I know it.
He's lying.
I know it. Listen, when I was growing up,
I
yeah.
just don't rate it.
Listen, when I was growing up, I was listening to
fire.
other shit. Like
What did you listen to at Christmas? At Christmas though, innit?
Christmas, yeah.
Real bad man. No, I'm just...
Like like freaking.
Toothbrush robot did that spot.
You know the thing set. Big up on my West Indians. No, like other shit like. I see trees of green, red roses too.
I see them bloom,
Love me and you.
and I think to myself. That's not a Christmas song, though, is it? It could be a Christmas song, though, low key. That could be.
What a wonderful world. Listen, that song and on the last day of Christmas and the Destiny's Child one, Wavy.
Huh? It's a Destiny's Child one.
It was.
Yeah.
It was. I remember that. That's good knowledge.
Like MTV Base Days. You get it?
A lot for Christmas.
Did you ever listen to
There is just one. Do you know my favorite part of that? And
Talk about the presents underneath the Christmas tree.
That's the most lit part when the guy comes in. He's like, and
Who is he? Yeah, but who is he?
I don't know.
Than you.
He's, I mean,
It's like the night lady. It's like the night lady.
The night lady, yeah. I'm pretty sure I found the Instagram, but she's not even blue tick, fam.
Oh, shit. You ain't a blue tick?
Yeah, the blue tick.
You designed the swoosh?
Get off my feed.
You mean
Fuck
nothing
it,
to
no.
me. But on a real though, what's your top? What are you gonna be watching around Christmas? Like, what's your top 3 go-tos?
Without a fucking doubt, yeah?
Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. Ooh, careful with that. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Racist.
Jingle All the Way. That is
a film.
the single.
Is that
it's
film?
Yeah, man. It's little man who, the hopeless dad, right? Who forgets to get the most in-demand toy that's out at the time. Little thing called Turbo Man. He forgets to get it in time. Sold out everywhere. Little kid's upset. So he goes on this journey to get it. He goes all around town. Sinbad's in it. Big up Sinbad.
Shout
What?
out.
Say what? Sinbad's in the ting.
Who's Sinbad?
And then Tutus, he ends up becoming Turbo Man. It's a really, really nice, savory, warm inside type drama. That's my favorite. And then, of course...
You might as well tell everyone the ending now, by the way.
Yeah, to be fair.
Yeah, exactly.
After that.
Film reviews by Rich.
Yeah,
A new
sorry.
podcast coming soon.
HBO. What's yours, Johnny?
Probably Schindler's List.
What's that? Let me Google it.
Wait. Wait.
It's a
Let me
joke,
Google
Xavi.
it, let
It's
me
a
Google
joke.
it.
Don't
No.
Google it.
No.
Don't Google it. Don't Google it.
Let me Google it. What's it called?
Schindler's List. No.
Xavi's getting busy on the Googles today, isn't it?
Jesus. No, so we had a bit of a family. Going back to the songs topic, on behalf of all white people, Christmas is obviously Michael Bublé season. So you can take all,
Fucking hate that guy.
you
bro,
can
like.
take all of these Beyoncés off the equation from the
Yeah.
get-go. I'm not really into Christmas films, but we did have a tradition.
So what were you doing around that time? Like,
What, Schindler's List?
no, like when you're younger and you're growing up, yeah.
So
Like,
I
there
basically-
wasn't no festive spirit. I know, like obviously religion-wise.
Yeah. No, so we did Christmas.
different.
We
Yeah,
did
okay,
Christmas.
cool,
Yeah.
yeah.
So basically, I was forced to watch It's a Wonderful Life every year because it's my mum and my brother's favorite Christmas film.
So you were forced.
Love it.
I just had to sit. Either that or I'd go to sleep, or
No, I'm saying let's read like one film for
Like-
Johnny,
like
and then balance the rest.
they probably gave me Lion King at some point during the day, and then I'd have to sit through It's a Wonderful Life.
That's an uneventful Christmas, man. Dead Christmas.
Any day with Lion King is a fucking bad day.
Yeah,
bro.
but
Yeah, Lion King's like the most depressing film.
whoa!
It's the
I'm gonna
best film
fight
of all
both
time.
of you.
It's the best film of all
The
time.
best film of all time, bro.
It's
the best-
depressing though.
What?
bruv. It's
Bro,
depressing.
it's
really.
you know the Lion King's actually based off like
Hamlet.
Huh?
It's Hamlet. It's the story of Hamlet.
No, but beyond that, it's actually based on Egyptian mythology. Basically, it's
yeah?
about Haru, Ra, Set, and Osiris. Basically, that's where it all comes from.
That's my
But
fact
yeah,
for
we'll
the
move,
day.
we'll move, and yeah, a lot of things actually based on that. But
Savvy,
we move.
what's your favorite Christmas film? We
Trading-
circulate the questions.
Trading Places.
That's not a Christmas film.
It is.
It's not. It's one of the greatest comedies of all time.
Hey.
But it's not a Christmas
It's
film.
Christmas film,
I'm
bro.
gonna let you get that.
Bro,
No.
what's his name?
Eddie
The
Murphy.
white fella. No, the other guy. The other main character.
Eddie Murphy.
No, the other guy.
The
one that he trades places with.
Dan Aykroyd, is that his name?
Yeah. Bro, he's in a Santa outfit. It's based around Christmas.
I mean,
That-
it's
okay, all
set
right, hold on.
at
Then-
Christmas.
No,
Is
hold on,
it a
hold on.
Christmas film?
Then-
This is beef that we need to get into. Because,
Yo, let's listen.
Oh, bruv, this is giant.
Trading Places.
Is it
yeah?
a Christmas film?
Trading Places, a Mickey Mouse story. Yeah. And I would say Come to America. Fuck it.
Coming to America is not a
That's
Christmas.
definitely
What's he
not a- that's
talking
not a
about?
Christmas film.
What is he trying
That's
to get
not a
off?
Christmas film.
All right, cool. What's the one, yeah? Where the woman gets the woman's got cancer. The guy's
Christmassy.
It is
Super Christmassy.
It's called the woman's got cancer. The guy's an American footballer. It's got Morris Chestnut in it. It's called
I don't know.
no. Stay there. We're gonna Google this because
Yeah.
Can't be that good if you don't remember the fucking name.
The Best Man Holiday. Great film.
Never-
That's actually set in Christmas.
Never heard of
Never
it.
even heard of
Never
it.
heard of it.
No, no. Sounds
Bam.
terrible. Sounds terrible.
Bam.
Sounds straight to
You
DVD.
just got a smart TV,
Sounds
fam.
straight to
You got a
DVD.
lot to catch up on.
straight to DVD.
Die Hard.
Don't bring up Die Hard, man.
Is it a Christmas film? Yes
no,
or no?
it's
I've never seen it
fucking
before.
not. It's not. It's
not a
not.
Christmas
Is
film.
it Mel Gibson?
Fucking hell. This is
No,
like Samuel
no,
Jackson and Lawrence Fishburne for white people, isn't it?
Close. Bruce Willis.
It's Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
Similar genre, do you know what I mean?
Similar.
Yeah.
But-
I've never watched it before.
Oh.
It's dead to me.
All right.
To be honest with you, I'm probably gonna watch Rick and Morty like all Christmas.
I still haven't got into that.
Same.
Can I tell you something?
tried an episode
Can
or
I tell you the
two.
reason why I
It
love?
seems trippy as fucking.
Basically.
Can I tell you the reason why
Fucking
I love?
inside joke, and
Yeah.
I just don't want to be a part of it.
No. Me and Rick and Morty. We're gonna talk about next. Listen. One of the episodes is gonna be me talking about Rick and Morty for like a good 45 minutes.
Can we at least watch the season or two before you do
Watch
that?
it.
And
You will love-
alienate our whole.
You will love it. It's
listenership.
actually you will love it, and you will love it as well. It's like actually it's like intelligent jokes.
Okay.
It's like
He said he tried it though. He wasn't.
no. But he didn't try the right vibe. But him.
Under captivity, you mean?
Cool. So, gentlemen,
You tuned
how are
in with the
you?
greatest.
How are you guys? Good to see
Can we
you.
do some quick? Can we do
Always
something different,
great.
please?
What?
How are you, Richard?
Oh, we're going to start with you.
We're starting with me.
We're going to start with you,
Yes.
Rich.
You're starting with me.
It's your time to shine.
Rich.
Bruv, I am fucking lit
Cheese.
this Friday.
Please
Come
tell
on.
us why you're lit.
I am absolutely lit. And the reason I am lit, without giving too much away, I'm going to give you the spiel, but without giving too much away, this fucking Godfather that I hold in my hand as I record, a Godfather, if you don't know, is a generous shot of amaretto, an even more generous shot of whiskey with some ice. Nothing else. This Godfather that I hold in my hand, I raise to anybody who has ever been slept on, overlooked, underestimated, ever, at any point, at any juncture in their career. You can overcome that shit like I did, motherfucker.
Amen. What happened? Why are you drinking? What?
I got a little cheeky promotion at work, innit? Do you know what I mean?
Boom, 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 boom.
Let's just keep it a buck. Yeah. Thank you.
Can we add a
thank
sound
you.
effect to that, please?
Yeah. We can.
Maybe like a bomb.
Yeah, we can do that. I can put that in.
Do we have to call you sir now?
No, you don't have to call me sir.
Mr. Richard.
Wait for the knighthood, innit?
Should we formalize Oga?
Oga never gets old. So if you want to call me that, innit? If you want to prostrate in front of me,
I did it already.
you can.
Wait, hold on. Are you thirst trapping as we're explaining why Rich is in a good mood?
Yes.
Is that what's happening?
Yes.
Xavi,
I'm sending it to somebody.
why do you? We're gonna get into this, Xavi.
Yeah.
But in all seriousness, I don't want to bore everybody with the personals of my professional career and all that stuff. We've all got professional careers, as you listeners know. But I had a big little thing today that happened to me at work, which means that I'm gonna be leaving my post covering Swedish clients in this finance thing that I'm in. And I'm going to be covering a much wider region across Central, East Africa, the Baltic regions, the Caucasus regions, and Central Asia.
My genius.
Managing people and I look forward to that shit. If you know
about
my
damn
story,
time.
if you know my story, you know my
He'll
journey.
be the coolest
About damn
manager.
You know what I mean?
London.
I'm just trying. I'm just raising my glass to anyone who's ever been slept on for longer than they should have been. Do you know what I mean? So everybody keep fighting and that, keep pushing. Now we got that disgusting cheese out the way. Xavi, how are you?
I'm alright, man. I'm cool, brother.
Okay, Johnny, how are you?
I'm good, man.
No, I'm joking.
Good?
Oh.
Back to you, Xavi.
I'm good, man. I'm
Is
good.
that it? That's it?
Man's good, man. Man's got to pop up. Man's got to pop up tomorrow.
Oh, wait a second. Actually,
And Sunday.
for the purpose. Oh, wait, is it 2 days?
Yeah, 2 days.
Jeez. Certain man are local.
I thought it was 1 day.
no,
Since
2
when has it
days.
been 2 days?
Always 2 days.
Certain man
Look
are
at
local.
this lie.
The poster says 19th and 20th.
It might. It might.
It might.
It might. But we're coming back to Zav because, that's going to lead us. That's going to be our lead topic. But, Johnny, how are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Do you know what? It's been a long 10 days.
This is the least we've spoken to each other since we started this podcast in this
busy.
last couple of weeks, bro. It's
Been
been
busy.
mad busy.
But you know what? Since Tier 3 come back to London, I've basically done a lot of self-investing in the last week.
Oh, tell me more.
So
PA action.
a couple
Personal
things,
accounting.
PA things. So a couple things. Basically, I've heavily invested in these like Philips smart lights.
Oh.
They're fucking dank. Honestly, I swear by them. I'm now an evangelist for smart lighting. Like
I'm actually gonna buy them.
So basically, you can control them from your phone. I'm like super sensitive to light, like to strong lighting or like the wrong color. It's a bit of a family thing, and I know it's weird, but like it really affects my mood and my concentration, whatever. So I've like fucking loaded up on these lights that you can control from your phone. You can change the colors, you can set ambient lighting, you can set like different colorscapes, etc., etc. I bought a bunch of like smart bulbs, LED strips, like the orbs. They're super dope. The orbs you can they're portable, so like if you go out and whatever. On a nice summer's evening, you can take it with you, and there's like light, or you can just have it in the middle of the room when you're having a shubs and whatever. It sets a mood. They're dope. And I also bought a weighted blanket.
Oh, yeah. You said that. Tell me what that is, please. I didn't get it.
So it is what it says in the tin. It's a blanket that's got like little glass balls in it, and they have different weights. So my one's a 10-kilo blanket, and it basically like presses you down into the bed, and it's super good for like anxiety. It's super good for stress. It helps you sleep. It's good for muscle relaxation because it like forces your body into a more still position, etc., etc. I swear by it. Since I bought the lights and the weighted blanket, they came 3 days before we recorded this, I guess. I've had 3 of the best nights of sleep in my life, and I'm a terrible sleeper, like terrible sleeper.
Actually, you know what? Post it up on your story so people know that. For like
Yeah.
people who suffer from anxiety. And
So
shit.
does the weighted
I love that.
Does the weighted blanket just mean that like when you roll side to side, it stays on you? Or
Yeah,
what?
yeah, to an extent, but it's more like the feeling of being pushed down into the bed.
Is it
Like that's
similar
super
to, like,
relaxing.
so it's-
In 3 days, my mental health has just gone boff.
We love it.
Yeah, you know what?
Super blessed.
That's actually dope. My main thing is like sometimes when I have like bad dreams, I sweat a lot at night, and all I'm thinking about is this weighted blanket. Yeah, just adding extra sweat.
Yeah, it's quite warm.
Just extra sweat.
It's quite warm.
But
It's quite
now,
warm.
on the real, I might actually lift that.
Now,
Yeah.
Zabi,
Yes, sir.
I rudely switched to Johnny to ask him
No, it's calm.
how he was feeling before.
calm, man.
But I had every
some gems
intention of coming back to you, and there's a reason for that because it's been in the last couple of weeks fairly busy for you, one would say.
Fairly busy.
On a quiet Sunday evening, if you were paying attention to the world's affairs, you may have caught a strapping young lad from Southeast London on BBC News. Do you want to run the listeners through that one?
Global networks in that.
That was actually mad. actually mad. It was
The
mad.
man is on so many things. He forgot.
Actually, like that seems like it was like months ago.
That was wow. That was ages ago.
It seems like that was months
small,
ago, man.
Small project.
So tell me about the BBC, man. Tell me what happened. Like,
No, it was
tell me-
dope. They followed my journey. Well, parts of my journey. Specifically, me giving back and going to schools.
Yeah.
I went into another primary school, Logo Primary School, St. Peter's on Wharf Road. Big up Woolly Road.
Oh, home.
Big up Bagel King.
Home.
Home of the greats.
Home.
But yeah, so they recorded that. Me doing a session with the kids, workshop, talking to them about creativity, thinking outside the box, self-affirmation and Black history, but from a heroic perspective. Talking about heroes in Black history. And the kids were just so inspired, and they're all little geniuses. So BBC recorded that. They then took a part 2 at mine, where they recorded me painting. I had to wear the same clothes on 2 days. you know,
Continuity.
to make it seem like it was all done the same day.
Did you wash them in between?
Nah.
No. We don't do that.
But I was calm that I literally just I hung that bad boy up after.
You're too cool to sweat anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen,
just watch your sweat
trust me,
levels.
when I'm nervous, yeah, in front of the camera, big BBC. Trust me, I was sweating, fam. But yeah, no, it was dope, man. And like the reception, like how I didn't see the edits or anything like that until it was like televised.
Came out raw.
Yeah.
Bro, it came out peng, bruv.
It came out very good. I'm actually going to play a little bit of it. Hopefully BBC don't take us down.
No, they won't.
We fucking pay for it, to be fair.
Yeah, I'm going to play a bit of it.
2020 has been an exceptional year with a global pandemic and an international campaign for racial justice following the death of George Floyd. As part of a BBC series called Our Lives, our correspondents have been looking at how people have been coping with the year's challenges. Tonight, Ashley John Baptiste catches up with an old school friend, Xavi Leopold, who uses art as an expression of hope for a better
We know
life.
him. I know him.
This piece is called George Floyd. I made this piece in the summer during a time when there's a lot of political, racial and social unrest.
Like many, 28-year-old Xavi Leopold from South London was deeply impacted by the killing of George Floyd in the US earlier this year. His response? To paint about it.
Like many 28
The words that he screamed out many times was, "I can't breathe." That was enough for me to just think to myself, okay, I need to express this in the form of art to raise social awareness, racial awareness, and just speak to my Black people.
Oh, that
It was only
the
recently.
Don't know if you heard, listeners, but there's a specific part in that where Xavi was like, I need to do this for my Black people. Turns out, some people didn't take to that very well.
To be honest, I was fucking fuming. I was fucking fuming. I was like, I paid. I bought a T-shirt. I went and I bought a ticket. I was like, well, you didn't do it for me.
2020.
Are we excluded? Are we excluded from your art?
So
He's like,
Xavi-
"Oh,
All lives matter, Johnny.
fuck
So
you,
Xavi,
bro."
so we were chilling. It was a random Tuesday. I think it was 2 days after the thing went. And Xavi sent us a screenshot or two of a very, very angry person.
Yes.
Who slid into his DMs, and I'd really enjoy running you through that DM if you don't mind.
That's fine.
Just out of the blue, no hi, just I get you about protecting Black lives. It's a bad start, innit? What I don't agree with is you saying I had represent my Black people, 4 exclamation marks. Nowadays, 99% of Black and white people get on as equals. Yes, if you said it's about the feds, then I get you. Don't make out it's a Black thing without explaining yourself correctly. If I went on TV and said I paint to protect my white people, there would be an uproar. A space between up and raw, by the way. I don't even know what he's saying. Your opinion. You think only Black people get shit from the feds. These are all typos, by the way. This isn't me being a retard. I've been beaten, sprayed, convicted of shit I've not done. I can send you a picture. I can send you a picture, just my face alone. But they broke my ribs too.
Yo, I should have responded.
I can send a picture, just my face alone. But they broke my ribs too.
Shame.
I with you.
I'm with you.
And we should all be equals. But you come across as racist.
Yo,
Paint my pic. So you can demonstrate white people get fucked up too. Like I said, general Black and white people don't see colour.
My cheeks, man.
You were out of order on your interview. Yes, you were, Xav. Yes, you were.
Bang out of order.
Like to hear your response.
I hope you're listening, bro.
Like to hear your response. You talk about your opinions, but you won't chat shit to me because I'm white, you racist as fuck. Some of my spelling is fucked. He acknowledged it.
Again.
He goes, some of my spelling is fucked. And I'm pissed with how you presented yourself just about black people. I've had feds on my neck. I've had feds kick the shit out of me, but I'm a warrior. And I fight back. Honestly, get you about feds, but white people get it too. I'm testament to that.
Mate.
I know I won't hear from you because you're racist. Full stop.
What's his name again? Big up Alan. I love
Big
you.
up Alan, man.
And by the way, I forgot to say, if I was to respond to you, I was going to say, send me a pic, innit? Because you said you're sending a picture of like them battering you, innit? So send a pic, innit? All love.
Man.
All love. Like,
on,
I hope you have a good Christmas.
You two are being nice. This geezer's definitely the Billy Mitchell of his family. Do you know what I mean? I've never seen someone so clearly divorced. Like, there's a reasonable chance his missus went to go pick up jerk chicken because Just Eat wasn't working one week and she's ended up on top of my man.
Mate, just grinding his teeth all day. Like,
this guy's just
angry.
Mega fucking fuming.
Can't
and now
pronounce
he's got himself a dog
referendum.
to replace the missus. Do you know what I mean?
It's not about black or white, Xavi.
I know.
It's about the feds.
I've learnt my lesson.
about the
Mr.
feds.
Cole, whoever you are, Merry Christmas. Fuck you.
We're just
And,
lovely boys here, Alan.
And
Alan,
just, yeah, we're lovely boys.
Pull up, bruv. Pull up. Please don't pull up.
No. Pull up.
Do you want to pull up?
Either way,
you
listen, that evening you made my day. Like, we laughed so much.
Don't pull up.
And
We were busted up.
I was crying, bro. I was fucking crying.
yeah, it was funny. It was funny. And by the way, like, when I say fuck you, I really mean I love you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When we say fuck you here, we mean fuck you, but give us a hug in it. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
we love you, you weirdo.
It's a black people thing. You wouldn't get it, Alan.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly, man.
It ain't black or white. It's the man. He's got the plan. Don't you understand?
Stand.
Understand and overstand.
Overstand.
Xavi,
Yeah.
congratulations on BBC.
Thank you, man.
You got the people flooding over to Portobello Road Market this weekend for your pop-up. By the time this comes out, they would have missed it. But if you're following us three, which you should be on the gram, you should be aware of what's going down. But a quick one line about what's coming this weekend.
Yeah, man. So people have been asking a lot about my art. So I've made it more affordable by doing high quality canvas cotton prints. You'll be able to also engage with the artists, ask me some more questions, vibe. And there will be no mulled wine. There will be Milo. If you are very familiar with Milo and what it is.
What's that? That sounds bougie. Can you explain?
Milo.
It is Portobello Road, to be fair.
No, Milo's like the West African.
Oh, what the
Milo.
milkshake thingy?
Yeah, Milo, man.
My bad.
Come on, man.
You went from mulled
Don't
wine.
show you up.
Yeah, no, but you said mulled wine and then Milo.
Yeah, there will be no mulled wine. I'll be serving out hot chocolate, Milo. African hot chocolate.
Right,
There's no haram juice at this art show.
Nah, I feel you.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Bet.
No, but either way, just come down, pull up. Or by the time this comes out, you guys would have came down already. But like, it's for people just to pull up, engage with the artists, buy some prints, look at some prints,
Yes.
have a look at some merch, and yeah, it'll just be a dope vibe, something to do. Portobello, there's always things going on, markets, food, different cultures, and yeah, that's it, man. Just a massive wave.
Wear your motherfucking masks.
Given that it's coming out, given the podcast is coming out after the show, where can people find your stuff if they want to?
Oh, I'm sick and tired of giving this motherfucker free promotion on his podcast.
It's getting to the point where
fuck him.
He's going to have to pay us for the
You know what I mean, bruv? Fucking hell, mate.
Can I pay you guys in hugs? Like 10 second hugs, small
I
caress.
do like your hugs, I'm not going to lie, man.
Yeah,
They're warm. They're very warm. They are warm. Yeah, for real.
Long limbs, man.
Where can we find you?
Just www.buyxaviart.com.
I fuck with it.
Yeah,
fuck with it.
I'm down.
Lads, tier 3.
Mazzolini.
We're back. We back, baby.
We back, baby.
What it do, baby?
In the month that we're supposed to be apparently reaching some form of agreement that signals our future outside of the European Union. So it's been a busy month for politicians. It's safe to say.
Lot going on.
This is not going to be a lockdown podcast. It's not going to be a lockdown podcast. But until this is no longer a topic of interest to us, then we kind of have to give updates. We entered into tier 3 in the last couple of weeks as a result of increasing numbers. I'm not sure if there was a rising R, but I'm
It's got up today. It's back above 1 as of
it's back above 1 as of Friday. We have entered tier 3 with talks of a potential new tier 4 coming in as we enter the new year.
What's tier 4? What's tier 4?
I haven't heard of that.
Yeah, what's tier 4?
It's like some supercharged, because basically tier 3, don't forget, tier 3 is like, it's loose because like most of the stores are still open. The only thing that really changes
is it really tier 3 then? Is it?
Tier 3 is like just pubs and restaurants.
Yeah,
I don't care about pubs.
Ball.
You can still do.
I'm kicking ball if I wasn't.
Yeah,
here.
you can
I
do
don't care about
everything.
pubs. I got rice at home, so like.
How many pubs serve
I don't
rice?
care about pubs. I've got rice at home.
Yeah, fam.
No,
What it do, baby?
What it do, baby? No, but they're talking about a tier 4, which is basically closer to a full lockdown of earlier in the year than this tier 3 thing, which seems like a bit of a nonsense. I'm tired of it. I'm still wearing my mask when I go out, but I'm very, very much tired of it at this point. I think we all predicted that it was going to be a lockdown in January again once they gave us back Christmas.
I think we said that, didn't we?
I think we definitely did.
Said that. On
Didn't expect us to go into tier 3 this early.
Yeah, it's a bit mad.
But as soon as I saw like the little fracas in front of Harrods and all of this other stuff, and I'm seeing people sending me videos of how busy it was on places like Carnaby Street, etc., I kind of knew the writing was on the wall. Where are you guys at with this at this point? Because I don't want to be the only person who just doesn't give a fuck anymore. I need company.
No. I'm part. Sorry, listeners, but like, I'm tired of losing my mask. I'm tired of losing my mask. I'm tired of freaking trying to find a mask. I'm just done with masks, innit? How about that? Like, I'll walk into a cost cutter, cash, no mask, innit? I'll just social distance thing. But on another note, huh?
Aggressive. Like.
Aggressive. No, I'm done with it.
Man's getting bargains face out, cuz.
No, the thing is, I'm done with it, man. To be honest with you, like I do not trust this vaccine stuff, right? I do feel like they're up in the ante on the tiers. And you know me, I'm like a massive conspiracist type of guy, but I feel like there's up in the ante on the tiers just to force people into fear to get this vaccine in it. I do my part. Like I hardly leave my house. I go out for shops in it, but like, bro, it's just depressing, man. To be honest with you. And the thing is, they just keep on changing. They announced tier 3 like 2 days earlier. They were supposed to do it on Wednesday. They announced it on a Monday, right? It for me, it just seems like there's too many opinions, too many views, and it's just scattered. But I do feel sorry for Bojo a little bit because like he.
Hot take. Hot take. Let him expand.
No, just a little bit in terms of the fact that like he's probably under so much pressure, right, to fulfill what's necessary or what he thinks necessary. But he has so many ears around him, bro. Like I know people who work for the parliament, work for government, and like literally shit just changes on the fly, like within the hour.
Do you not think that that's like symptomatic of the fact that he's just not a leader?
No, he's not a leader. He's a baby dad.
Like,
look.
There's always going to be
dad,
senior figures, senior Tory figures who have always been skeptics of the euro. There's always going to be people who argued as to whether or not we needed to close down the opinion. There's always voices in that very, very toxic careerist political party that is the Conservatives. However, ultimately, a lot of these problems and a lot of this uncertainty is due to the fact that Boris isn't actually all that willing to put his foot down on any important decisions, and he'd rather make a decision and backtrack than make a decision and follow through with it. And now our political correspondent Johnny, who is chomping at the bit to weigh in.
First things first, fuck Boris.
Hey.
Fuck Rishi Sunak. And more importantly, fuck Nando's. But when you say I feel sorry for Boris because there's too many cooks spoil the broth, like no, I'm sorry. Like, that is the fucking job, yeah? That's why not everyone's qualified to be Prime Minister.
Amen.
And when you spend your entire life believing that you're entitled to the office through Eton, the Bullingdon Club, and Oxford, with a fucking classics degree, whatever that's worth, like, no, sorry, you don't get fucking sympathy. You ran a campaign, which is a cult of personality, about I'm the man to lead the country. You don't then get to cop out and be like, oh, it's actually very difficult.
I'm you.
It's actually very difficult. No shit, it's very difficult. That's why not everyone can be the fucking Prime Minister. On it being a difficult situation, no, again, he was told months ago by SAGE, the scientific committee, that had we locked down earlier, or had he locked down when they told him to do so, we would not still be in this situation, right? And it's something that I've said on previous episodes. If you look at Australia and New Zealand, also islands in the fucking middle of nowhere, or at least just islands with a sizable sea body separating them from another population area. Yeah. You know, they're out. They're out. They have an insulated economy, physically speaking, and they are able to get crowds into stadiums. There's no local transmission of coronavirus anymore. And that's because they managed it properly early. They developed a proper test and trace system. They weren't paying Deloitte consultants fucking thousands and thousands of pounds a day whilst telling coppers and nurses that they're not due for a pay rise, right? They went for an aggressive and effective track and trace system, an aggressive and effective testing system. And the fuckery is that we did actually, fair play to us, we came out with one of the world's leading vaccines. And yet we're still one of the furthest and hardest hit, with the hardest hit in Europe. Like you cannot feel sorry for Boris when he is ultimately in charge. You know, leadership is about responsibility. Yeah. And he has been responsible for the mismanagement of this pandemic. Yeah. And when you run a campaign that is about your personal fit for leading government, you don't then get to play the victim card when you find it too tough.
Amen. How do you feel about the president of Pfizer and Prince Charles saying that in separate conversations, not together, that they are not taking the vaccine just yet because they are further down in the queue than many people would probably think? For context, Pfizer's CEO himself has basically said, I'm not taking that vaccine yet because it would be rude of me to jump in front of those who need it. And then Prince Charles was like, I'm not taking that vaccine because that would be me jumping ahead of the queue. Prince Charles, you're 175 years old. You need that.
And can I add to that as well? The Jamaican president.
Bruv. Can we play that? Can we play that?
What's this?
Can we play that? Can we play that?
I haven't heard of this.
One sec. This is hilarious.
A politician has courted controversy after making comments which could undermine public confidence in a COVID-19 vaccine. Mayor of Maypen, Winston Mirage, said it is safer that Jamaicans will get to see what happens to other people in other countries after they take the vaccine. He made the comment while addressing a function in Chapperton, Clarendon recently.
We understand that there is a vaccine out, more than one vaccines around. But, you know, sometimes when something new come out, you can't just run into it because you don't know what effects it might have on you. So we want the big countries, them like America and Canada and England. Go ahead and take the vaccine and let us see how it works.
Go ahead and let them take the vaccine. Go ahead and let them take the vaccine and see if it works.
That is so joke. We got time.
So after that now, I would say, yes, it's working. Everything good for those people. Yes, we can next year. We can say, all right, come one time now. We're ready.
Oh, shit. Yeah, big him up, though.
Man said, go ahead, take that vaccine. We want no parts. We want to, as Johnny said last 2 episodes, we want to know that you motherfuckers ain't coming out of that shit speaking Russian. Can you sing that song again?
Soyuz Nezrushini Republik Svobodnik.
Wonderful.
Wicked song.
Wonderful.
Come on.
We're going to turn that into a drill too.
No, we're going to turn it into a disco and terribly intro.
Nah, but for real though, and as I said before, like obviously the lockdown is a lockdown. We have to deal with it. I don't know. I've lost so much interest in it. I don't even know when it ends. I don't know when it's bound to be relaxed or when they're going to review it again.
Oh, but they're going to let people out for Christmas. They're going to let people out for Christmas. It's just so fucking stupid,
it's dumb.
bruv.
It's dumb. I don't know when they're going to. I don't know when they're going to review it. I don't know. All I know is that I'm probably going to be spending Christmas with my family as I want to. My mum's coming back from Nigeria Monday. God bless her. I'm definitely seeing her for Christmas. It's been too long.
You are? I'm not going to see my mum. I'm not going to see my nan.
I'm going to see my mum. My mum's going to be good. We hope, and we're going to take all the precautions obviously as we can, but we're going to see each other. I need to see my mum. It's been tough. It's been a crazy year for my family. Need to see my mum at Christmas. We're going to be safe, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. I mentioned as well that we're obviously in a period of negotiation with regards to Brexit.
Yeah, tell me more about Brexit, Johnny.
Boy,
like last time I checked, like actually to be fair, I saw earlier this week, I think like Monday or was it Friday? I saw when I was working, I saw my Bloomberg. It was saying that we're close to something.
Yeah. So we're now basically.
What is that something? Because it wasn't really related to like the trades I had on, but
So we're in end game status now, where Boris is still pretending that he has the political capital to pull off a no deal, and Europe is still deciding whether or not they want to fuck us, which is actually quite generous, because if I were Europe, then my negotiating position would have been: there's absolutely no deal. You lot can go fuck yourselves for 12 months, and when you feel all the pain of a hard Brexit, then you can come back to the negotiating table, but we'll have you over the table rather than you sitting down in front of us, right?
Yeah.
So where we are is like a deal could be done this weekend, or no deal could be confirmed this weekend. I'm going to put myself on the record.
And if it was a no deal, I reckon more no deal than deal.
You do? So my bet is that we get a deal. My bet is that we get a deal. So
a good deal or a...
No, a shit deal. I don't really get a shit deal. So basically what it's come down to, like 97% of it is agreed, right? Where we're down to is sticking points around a level playing field, and fisheries, like reciprocal access to fishing waters, etc., which is really fucking stupid, because fishing is like less than 1%. It's maybe 0.7 of Britain's economy, and yet it's going to tank the entire fucking thing for the sake of a few swing voters in Plymouth, and it's just fucking stupid, right? I kind of get the arguments over a level playing field from Europe's perspective, but again, Europe is going to be our largest trading partner.
Yeah.
If the very fact that we threatened to blow apart the Good Friday Agreement and the internal market bill means that a Biden administration and the Pelosi-led House of Representatives is going to be antagonistic to Johnson's government once they take power in January.
Love it.
We're not going to have as much negotiating power with a Democratic presidency as we were going to have with Trump, even though they were going to fuck us with chlorinated chicken, etc., etc.
Fair enough.
But the point is that I think we're going to get a deal. We're going to get a shit deal. And the reason is because Boris cannot afford to not be able to say he got Brexit done, right? The entire election campaign was vote Tory, get Brexit done. And that's a message that resonated up in the north. Now, even if we get Brexit done, it's going to be a fucking economic disaster, but at least it will be an economic disaster that people recognise. If Boris crashes us out of the EU with no deal, then Labour have the political wiggle room to say, you know, you didn't get Brexit done, and that's why the economy is fucked. Whereas Conservatives will say, look, we knew it was going to be tough for a few years, but it will get better, but we got Brexit done, so vote for us again.
Bro, a swing to Labour as our next political party is as ironed on as anything I've ever.
I don't think it is.
I think it's nailed on, bro.
I don't think it is. I think I liked Keir Starmer's election. I liked that he beat Rebecca Long Bailey, because that would have been more Corbynism, like fucking hell.
Even her name depresses me.
Yeah, well, I call her Rebecca Wrong Daily, innit? But the thing,
Rebecca Wrong Daily.
That's sneaky bars, isn't it?
No, I like it though.
Get to know, innit?
You know,
so I thought it represented.
I
thought it represented a healthy change for Labour, because it was back to a political ground that we won elections on.
Yeah.
Right, and there is this bizarre fucking cult of personality around Corbyn, which speaks to like this existential desire of left-wing politics to be in opposition, but then complain about perpetually not having influence on policy. And you actually need to be in power in order to implement policy, and for that you need to win elections. You need to be popular. You need to be popular among the entire country. I thought that, you know, if we go back to New Labour politics, Labour may have a chance. Now the problem I have is that Keir Starmer has proven to be uniquely uncharismatic.
I fuck with it, because even in his lack of charisma, he is so rigid. Maybe it's because he is a lawyer and they have a very, very structured way of doing things, that he'll run up in the old House of Commons and he will put it on Boris and then just be like, I just need you to account for this in a structured way. There's no emotion. With Jeremy Corbyn, there was a lot of emotion, and obviously Jeremy Corbyn wasn't the best public speaker, okay? So that didn't really help him at all. So reading up from his scripts every single time, and not really reading the room, and not really being able to deliver, and not being able to not being able to really like argue with the opposition didn't really help. Keir Starmer just goes up and he's got the right combination of structure and facial expressions as well to almost make Boris Johnson's bullshit less impactful. Like, Boris Johnson's nature is actually pretty sarcastic and, as a byproduct of that, quite condescending, but it never really hits Keir Starmer the way it hit Jeremy Corbyn before.
Yeah,
so I think there's not going to be this this continued perpetuation of Boris Johnson just throwing as much shit as he can and knowing that shit's going to stick to Corbyn because it's Corbyn. With Keir, he's just going to be like, bruv, just answer my question.
Yeah, so like I agree that obviously, so Keir was a former director of public prosecutions as a QC. He's Sir Keir. The guy's no idiot, and like he's a very highly skilled barrister.
Yeah.
And he's clearly got better temperamental control than Corbyn, who used to snap at PMQs, snap constantly. The guy was a fucking idiot with a temper problem. Problem I've got is that we live in the era at the moment of populism, and we live in an era where people are actually tired of experts.
Yeah.
Right? That was an expression that was repeated throughout the Brexit campaign.
Wild.
When Boris...
Fucking wild.
When I know, but it is what it is. It is what it is. When Boris goes for Keir in PMQs, what makes the 6 o'clock news? Okay, Keir Starmer maybe asks a decent question or two, but it's Boris's bluster that gets the headlines, right?
Yeah.
And ultimately, elections are a popularity contest. Like, you'd rather they weren't, but we live in the era of populism, and it is characters that win elections. People inspire people. We don't live in a moment where policies are seductive. We live in a moment where people want to follow someone, right? Yeah. And at the moment, Boris has the touch. He has the touch.
He ain't touching me, no.
Well...
He ain't touching me.
Fuck you talking about?
I don't think he's trying to.
He ain't trying to touch me.
But I don't think he needs to. And this is kind of the thing. Like,
you need to go pay for all them fucking hidden children you got, motherfucker.
People like you, right? Successful professional living in London, etc., etc.
You forgot sexy.
There's sex people up north.
Why do you not say sexy? You got to say sexy. Come on.
Sexy professionals.
Thank you.
Are going to vote for Keir Starmer. And Boris knows it. Yeah. Anyway, on a bit of a tangent here. What's going to happen with Brexit? We're going to get a shit deal, and then Boris is going to be able to sell it as having got Brexit done. And then when the economic pain comes, it gets spun as, well, we knew this was going to happen, but we're going to have a brighter future. The last time Labour were in power, they tanked the economy, vote the Conservatives, vote for fiscal prosperity. We've got your back. We deliver Brexit.
Save money, ladies and gentlemen. Save your money.
100.
It's about to be very, very tricky.
Yo, who would your ideal Prime Minister be?
David Miliband.
Yeah.
The minute he left, the whole shit went
south.
Yeah,
we picked the wrong brother.
Yeah, that's it.
Picked the wrong brother.
David Miliband, when that shit went south, oh my Lord. That moment in UK fucking political history, it's seismic in the grand scheme of things.
So I think I'm on the record for saying this, but I think that the man that Labour will need is going to be Andy Burnham.
Andy Burnham's the one for the future for sure. I think you alluded to that here on one of these shows.
Yeah, I've definitely written about it or tweeted about it 2 or 3 years ago, basically that Labour was in danger of losing the North because we had unfortunately spent far too much time doing the pseudo-intellectual Islington 70s Marxism bullshit that the vast majority of people don't care about, and we infantilized the working classes in the North to the extent that they went for the aspirational Tory vote as opposed to the kindred Labour vote, right? In Andy Burnham, there is a very skilled, competent politician who sounds like they do. Yeah. He is highly relatable, and he's also very substantive. You know, when Manchester was put into Tier 3 or kept in Tier 3 after the last round of tier reallocation, etc., he spoke very passionately about not getting enough funding, etc., and that works in the polls. He works because not only does he have experience in government, but he's a man of the people. He sounds like.
What do you think his role is future in terms of future Labour leadership? Do you think he's top dog, or do you think Keir Starmer needs to put him in a much more prominent position to widen the appeal?
So he's outside of the Westminster bubble at the moment. He's basically in the same position that Boris was before Dave let him back in by giving him a seat,
right,
in Richmond or wherever the fuck he is, right? But I think that he's not going to rush back into Westminster.
Right.
We're a long way off from the next election. I think Andy Burnham's constituency seats around where he is mayor are relatively safe at the moment. If I were him, I would wait for Keir Starmer to lose the next election.
Wow.
And then try and get a seat.
Okay.
And then get yourself back in, which is basically the same play that Sadiq Khan's doing.
Feel you. Johnny. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Have you guys listened to Gucci Mane's Santa album?
No.
Sick album. I don't like Gucci Mane, but that one's lit. Oh my God. Can I just finish off? Can I just recorrect my...
You can. We're about to get into why some of our female fans hate you.
Okay, so listen. So top 3 Christmas films.
Okay.
Right.
Uh-oh.
One of them has to be Friday after the next. Don't try it.
Bruv, is Harry Potter a Christmas film?
Fam,
There's
Friday
bare
after the
scenes.
next
No.
Friday after the next year is basically
There's
based.
bare scenes. There's trees and shit. Yeah, is Harry Potter a Christmas film, rude boy?
No, but listen.
So-
but
Xavi.
Friday after the next is one.
Xavi. Zav.
What?
Zav.
Don't do that.
You are
Rich, send it to me.
reaching beyond.
That is a Christmas film.
It's not.
It's not Christmas.
I'm Santa Claus, my buckle was a box of cookies. You see, he laughs. There
Do
you
you
go.
guys remember the DMX Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
Yes.
Let's play this. One sec. DMX, bro. Hey.
Cheese. Come on.
Hey. Hey.
What?
Come on. Hey. Hey.
Cheese.
Hey.
He's vibing it as well.
Hey. He's putting the ad-libs in. It's killing me every time. Come on.
Cheese.
All right, Zav. You dropped a. It was probably more off the cuff than you intended it to be serious, but a couple of people slid into the DMs, right, of this kid and Terribly, and they were like, "You see your boy Xavi, yeah? I like his art, innit? He seems like a nice boy. I
Are
like
you
his art.
having? You real?
Let me finish, innit?
Yeah.
I like.
You didn't tell me this.
I like
He's
this
setting you up.
I like Xavi, innit? He seems like a nice boy. He's got a nice little tone to his voice on the podcast. His art is good.
You like my
know what I mean?
voice?
I
You like my voice?
I like what he's doing. I like what he's doing generally in life. Positive lad. But didn't like what he said about taking a girl to the swimming pool on the first date for fear of makeup issues.
Swear.
So I was like, look, man,
Well, guess what? I said
I'm
what
not
I said.
his spokesperson. I'm not his father. You know what I mean? He's my bro. I can't speak for man. We're better than to air this out. Go on episode 6.
Defend yourself.
Listen.
Can you talk about
Okay.
your problem with women and makeup?
I hate birthday makeup.
Ooh.
Right?
What's that?
With
That's a
passion.
very specific
Basically,
type of
birthday
makeup.
makeup is when girls got OTT with a contour, yeah? They don't even look like, I can't even recognize you. Imposter.
So
Yeah,
are,
yes,
you, are you
listen.
anti-makeup?
I don't like makeup.
You don't like makeup on girls at all?
No, I mean, I don't mind it where I can't really notice it, like a little... Like a little mascara, you know what I mean? Little blusher. But where's
what
the
you're
full thing where you know when girls have this thing called baking, yeah?
Oh.
Like
What?
I
Have
understand
you heard
these
of
things,
this?
yeah.
I heard of
It's
it.
baking where like basically they put
That
the
used to mean
contour
to get
on
high.
and they have to let it rest a bit and then they put some more on. And before you know it, that Bathing Ape white t-shirt you got, it's brown, fam.
I will give it to you on that one before we dive back into
So let me get back into it. Let me dive back in
Wait,
again, yeah?
I was going to say...
I'm getting frustrated with it.
all right,
So
I'll let
I'm
you get
hot.
it off.
I'm hot, yeah?
Let me hold.
Get your
Listen,
Get it
girls,
off, get it
girls,
off.
girls. Yeah? Listen, girls. Oh no, listen, girls, listen.
Oh no.
Listen.
Oh no.
Oh no, yeah, that's a banger. But listen, honestly, yeah,
no, that's
I
the
just
one.
genuinely feel like, for me personally, yeah, like I'm a natural person. Innit? Like I like a girl,
So
I
you
like
don't
to
wear
appreciate.
makeup.
Huh?
You don't wear makeup.
I don't wear makeup. No.
Carry on.
But I actually prefer a girl. The beauty for me lies with like what's there when no one's looking.
So
You
what
get
you're
me?
saying is that you like to police women's bodies.
No. What I'm saying is, don't try and put words in my mouth. What I'm saying is, now I'm gonna rebuke that one.
I rebuke you.
Yeah,
in
and I'm gonna
Jesus'
say
name.
that me personally, I don't mind a girl wearing makeup. Like if we're going out, you want to look prissy, you know what I mean? Do your thing. But like, I want to be able to appreciate your beauty without the makeup.
So
You know what I mean?
unless you're naturally paying, don't.
Like
chat
put it
to
this way,
man.
yeah. Listen, I'm a weird guy in it. Like I love a girl in a headscarf. Listen,
What? How have we got
like
there?
I'm saying,
Oh,
not
this
necessarily
is-
headscarf here, but
This
like
is the range.
That's a
this
detour.
is a range. But listen, but like, I love a girl that's like, when I say headscarf, it's like more theoretical. I'm talking about this. I love
What's
a
a
girl
theoretical headscarf?
that's like, I'm able to appreciate you.
Yeah.
Right. When like you got nothing on and you're in bed. To be honest with you, that's just how I like it. Innit?
What's
Like,
that Drake lyric? Sweatpants, something, chilling with no makeup on.
That's when you're the prettiest. I hope that you don't take it wrong. That's when you're the fucking best. You're the fucking best. You're the fucking best. You're the best I ever had.
That's probably your favorite Christmas song.
That's Christmas banger.
That's his favorite Christmas
So
song.
I'm gonna play
at Christmas.
I'm gonna play that on repeat on the way home. But you never told me about my hate mail.
It does bring up.
Tell me that.
I keep,
Trying to protect you.
We're busy
You're
guys.
a snake, fam.
We're busy guys.
Try to keep for the podcast.
We need.
Oh, now we're podded.
Content, innit? Content. All right. I'm never gonna tell any lady what they should wear on their face, makeup, etc., etc. But it does bring up quite an interesting debate about accentuating versus transformation.
The glow up.
If you decide that you want to wear makeup on your face, my friend,
Then do it. But I'm just saying.
Do your thing. But
me personally, what I'm trying to say is I'm hot now, innit? Like you
see me on the kind of man, yeah.
Now I'm biting, yeah.
Johnny,
Look, honestly, like, I don't mind it, yeah. But the whole birthday makeup thing, yeah, where like you over contour the thing, where I can't even recognize you.
Have you ever?
That's a catfish.
Have you ever taken a?
That's a catfish. No. Wait. Let's focus on that.
Oh boy.
When girls overdo
linger.
the makeup, yeah, and I can't even recognize them anymore. That is a motherfucking catfish.
That was my question. Have you ever like approached a female and then her appeared to be a different person the next morning once all of the caking had worn off?
Yeah, but hold on.
Has that ever happened?
But hold on. What's the difference between that and a brother who grows a full face beard?
Oh, don't trigger me, bro.
I'm sensitive. I'm not going to answer that because I can't. My beard don't connect.
You said your piece.
Your beard does not connect.
You said your piece.
Wow. I thought you were reassuring me. Bro.
I mean,
no. Your face is proper not connected.
I want more for you. I want more for you.
No, but what's the difference between like guys complain about girls who wear makeup, but what about guys who turn up first 2-3 days with beard?
But the thing
and then
is,
they come get comfortable date 4 whatever, and they shave the whole thing off. Suddenly their face
no one does that. Maybe white people, black people, when they got a full beard, yeah, they are proud.
What, and they're keeping it?
They are proud.
Black people
they are
shave.
keeping that indefinitely.
I don't know many men, right, who have realized that they look fine.
Peng with a beard.
And then shave that shit. When a man realizes that beard takes him up a couple of points, then they keep that shit forever. They do.
Is that the rules?
But I think so, because like they don't want to go back to a time where it just wasn't really working for them out in these streets.
Fam, I want to see you raw. Like I want to see you like no makeup on.
Ooh, Jesus.
Yeah, I want to see no makeup on. I just want to see you, the real you, and your personality. Yeah? And that's the vibe.
Mr. International Romance.
Are you beautiful on the inside? That's
inside and out, bro. But you know what it is, yeah? Like so many, I reckon, I blame it on like social media and that, yeah? There's so many freaking things out there that basically make girls insecure and that. But listen, girls, you're beautiful how you are.
We are
this
the
channel,
problem.
you don't need no makeup.
You're beautiful.
Fuck Matt. What's that one that's always in Paris that girls always go crazy about?
You're beautiful. Who?
The other makeup brand. It's not MAC. It's another one that's basically like only really found in France. Sephora.
Yeah.
Fuck Sephora. That's it. That's my TED talk.
This is your fuck Nando's moment, bro.
That's my TED talk. Fuck Sephora.
But like, as much as you go for girls who wear too much makeup, yeah?
For the record, I don't. I like my naturals.
Somewhat oxymoronic.
Small glossum.
Somewhat oxymoronic, because if they wear too much makeup, you can see them a mile off. If you keep going off at birds who wear too much makeup,
I'm not going off. It's just
surely that's your fucking problem, bro. Because by definition, if they're wearing too much makeup, you can see them coming a mile off. So it's your problem if they wake up the next morning and half the face is on the pillow.
Because you picked them.
Because you fucking picked them.
Or how about you see them in their natural
low light?
Like no,
you see him in low light.
No, you're a bad man. You're a bad man. Yo, everyone, that's Richard, by the way, not me. This is my voice. Rich, say hi.
I just remind me of like student union days, isn't it? Like you think she's piff, and then it's like end of the night, lights go on.
No, but you know what's so mad? Listen, I tend to meet them in their natural way.
Okay.
But then when it comes to a link and that, yeah. They want to act like a whole different person. And I'm like, raw.
I don't want this conversation to sound like crazy. I just actually want to get into the psychology of it. Where do you think the psychology behind like loads of makeup comes from? Because I think a lot of women appreciate I reckon a lot of women appreciate when women wear a lot of makeup, same way we do.
Yeah, you know what it is.
What do you think the psychology is behind
it? Some women just love the art of makeup, innit? Some of them just appreciate makeup as an art.
Yeah.
And others might be insecure about their skin, even though their skin's beautiful. Yeah. Or like they might just feel less confident. The same way guys might not feel like, for example, right now, I have no shape up. I'm sorry for anyone who sees me.
We noticed.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, you're not getting a shape up for tomorrow, bro?
I don't have time, bro. We're doing the podcast.
I'll never buy art from anybody who ain't got a shape up.
100.
But then there's a cap in it. But there's a cap in it. It's calm.
I'll be like,
Team
take off your
Allen
cap.
out here.
But you know what I mean? The same way guys, my ego goes to 1,000, yeah?
Why?
When I got a shape up.
I feel you.
Chris shape up, yeah? You know when they slap the alcohol on the lines and stuff.
I tell them not to do that, bruv.
Why?
Can't handle it.
It's hot skin.
Is that why you got the razor bumps?
No, because you got nice alcohol. I got the bootleg Turkish shit that come from Western Izmir. Bro.
Johnny got a facial.
Was that a facial? Or was that a filter?
No, it was a facial, bro.
It was a facial.
You got a facial at your barber.
How much you spend?
Turkish barber, bro.
How much you lift?
Fucking nuts.
40 for the lot, bro. I get the wax thing. I get the face wax.
Jesus.
I get the face wax thing. Got a picture of that, and then you get the
Hey,
facial.
how much? Listen.
£40.
Listen.
For the whole set, bro.
Listen.
How regularly do you get a haircut?
Listen. Johnny's
every 3 weeks or so, once a month.
Listen, Johnny's hinge is skyrocketed.
What do you mean?
Yo, Johnny's hinge is blue chip. I know you took a selfie
You
for the
see how nice
listen.
Johnny's skin looked when he came in the ass. You know what I
Fresh.
mean? This little fucking...
One guy knocking on my...
What's the name of your barber?
Mesut. Shout out Uncle Mesut, bro.
Shout out
Listen,
Mesut,
20
bro.
years.
One guy knocking on my
Uncle's been
window
our barber
today when I
20
was parking
years,
up, yeah? Guy knocking, I didn't even recognize the guy, fam. Like, who's this? I thought, Johnny.
Skin glistening, bro.
Come on.
Everything's sparkling.
Shinning.
No makeup on that, brother.
No makeup on that, brother, man. But then,
need it.
but back to makeup, yeah. Honestly, some people do it for confidence. Some people do it for insecurity. Some people do it because they love like makeup. They love
Some
makeup.
do
as
because
an
they
art.
think they fucking look good.
And some no, they're wrong. Some are
It's the same with
banging,
you wearing-
right?
It's the same as a guy who like goes on a first date or a second date, goes on a night out, and he comes out wearing Gucci belt, lubes on the feet.
But the Gucci belt with everything tucked in, so you know it's a Gucci belt.
Yeah, right. But then tutus on the next date. Next date she goes to link him. He's wearing like H&M trousers and a Gap t-shirt. Like, what's the difference? You're both selling fake products.
I stays in that ish. But listen,
I'm not gonna lie, I'm like affordable clothing god.
Yeah,
Hold on.
Shout out Uniqlo.
So
Well,
Xavi's wearing a Supreme jumper and you're wearing a Stony. So when you're talking about affordable
but the
clothing,
thing is,
Yo, this is a H&M tracksuit
I bet you
bottom.
man don't chat to me.
But the
innit?
thing is, though, yeah,
I'm
like,
Uniqlo.
I'm Uniqlo too. Look, Uniqlo top.
I don't
H&M bottoms.
No, but did you hear the tone with which Johnny just spoke to me?
Man of the
This is
people.
mad, isn't it?
It's
Like,
disrespect.
It's crazy
He
how he's talking to
disrespecting
me.
you.
It's crazy because can I break down the outfit right now? Can I do that? Can I do that? Because
Let's
for
do
the Stony that I'm wearing right now, underneath is a cut price Arquette £20 heavyweight cotton long sleeve tee.
Oh, you think £20 a cut price t-shirt?
20 quid for a fucking nice.
That's not cut price, G.
20 quid for a long sleeve tee is cheap.
That's £2.50
Johnny,
in Primani.
Johnny.
I don't do
Johnny.
Primani because Primani is
You're not
slave
part of the
labor.
Primani.
I'm not part of that, innit? And then I'm wearing these £15 Uniqlo ankle length wide legged chinos.
They're not wide, they're proper skinny.
With the they're not. I'm not you, bro.
Yeah, they're proper skinny. You're
skinny
no.
free
I
quarters.
can see, I can see your kneecap. Hey, I can see his kneecap clear.
Listeners, we're not gonna have Xavi
Them
paint
dry
me out to
shins.
be the skinny jean god. That is very much.
His trousers, are so tight.
No, it's because I'm sitting. It's because I'm sitting in a certain way.
Yo,
innit?
there, your trousers are tight, fam.
Shut up, bro.
Hey, fam.
Shut up, bro.
Am I in a sauna or what?
Can you
What's all
shut
this,
up?
man?
Can you
Cling
shut up?
film
Just
pun leg,
shut up.
Meanwhile, I'm in scuba H&M tracksuit bottoms. Yes, I'm wearing a Supreme hoodie.
Just to let you know.
Right?
Xavi, we need
But
to
I'm wearing
get you
a
out of them
Heat Tech.
skinnies,
I'm wearing
bro.
a Heat Tech Uniqlo. Big up Uniqlo, my favorite shop.
We need. They need to sponsor us one time.
And I'm wearing a random hat.
Bro, put the hat back on.
Oh my days.
Put it back
Wow,
on.
wow.
God.
Ah.
Jesus.
Lord God.
TV, my
Jesus is Lord. I'm sorry, man. My
mia.
shape up is atrocious.
There's- I mean-
People take me as I am. I'm all about the art. I'm all about the art. That's it. And I've never been a lifestyle person, so I hope you appreciate it.
Take me for what I am. 'Cause I'll never change my shape up for you.
Only
Don't
artists,
make me close
only artists
one more
can get
door.
away with. I'm an artist with a hair like that.
I don't want to
Look how long it is. I might play it. Imagine at the first.
In my arms,
Stay in my arms if you dare. Xavi, go cut your hair.
Nah.
Don't come so close to me.
I'm gonna strike.
I don't want
That
nothing.
shape up.
Listen,
That shape up.
Listen.
Hear them tones.
listen. I'm changing my name next
Go
year.
and cut
Wait,
your hair.
wait. He's cutting.
Bro,
You said
next
what?
year, I'm not cutting my hair, bro. I'm gonna be like Budra Banton.
You said you're changing your name next
Fam,
year.
it's gonna be called Buy a Budru Art, fam. You know the vibes.
Don't look at me like that.
You like it, innit?
Don't look at me like
You
that.
like it, innit? I'm looking directly in the eyes.
Do what you want, innit? Makeup, whatever. Who gives a shit?
Facts.
Who cares? Who gives a fuck?
Good, man. Life's short.
Women,
It's
you
2020.
are beautiful.
Amen.
If you feel like you bang it on, innit? It's our fault if you feel like you have to. And if you're doing it for yourself, then it's got nothing to do with us.
And ladies,
That's
if
how we
you
move.
Equally,
Catch these, man.
And ladies,
Wake up with half your face in the pillow. That's his
Do
problem.
what you're doing,
Get
love.
yours in. Amen.
You are beautiful, sweetie pie. I love you.
Amen.
And ladies, and if it equally frustrates you when a
Hey
guy,
ladies, hey fellas, you know you're looking good because it's jealous. Go get it.
no, but ladies, yeah, if you equally get frustrated with guys who try ting and shape up their beard,
Then
but
tell
it's
them to shave their beard and see how pretty they are then.
No, but I'm saying like guys who shape up their beard and it's not connecting, i.e. me, right? Like it's fine. Like I'll take all the heat for it.
Can I just say, I like the sort of Italian style mustache, then the facial. I'm telling you, when it doesn't connect, that's calm, bruv. It looks nice, innit?
No. But listen, this thing here is native, and I've had this thing since I was like, I've had a mustache since I was like 12.
I got
So,
like-
it don't really count.
I got the reverse Hitler
No,
thing.
no,
going-
you-
I got
no.
the reverse Hitler thing going on because it's thick here, but then as it gets towards this part, it gets thinner.
You know what?
I call that.
I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah, I call it the reverse Hitler.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you. Yeah, what I'm gonna tell you is actually reverse. I can't see that.
Bruv,
I've
you see how
never
it
noticed
gets,
that,
you see
bruv.
how it gets a bit thinner.
No, but you know what?
10 years.
I'm gonna. I'm gonna tell you. Yeah, what I'm gonna tell you what like all the
Thick
big,
as fuck here, bro.
all the big growers, yeah, or people have like full on beards. I'm gonna tell you the same bullshit they tell me. Castor oil. Just rub castor oil.
Does that work?
It doesn't fucking work.
It doesn't, does it?
Doesn't fucking work. Fuck you guys. Don't fucking work, bro. Honestly,
you need to get one of them.
castor
You need to get one of them.
doesn't-
rollers.
yo,
The-
I've
the
done
blood
everything.
thing.
Everyone said to me, yeah, bro, just shave it. Just shave it. Just shave it. Just shave it bare, innit? It'll grow, innit? It'll grow. Fam, man's 28, fam. Man's been doing this since I was like,
You're
Man's been
big,
trial
big
and error.
age, like.
cuz every time I shave off everything, I look like some sort of like weirdo, bro. Like
Yeah.
some sort of alien, fam.
So we're new to this podcast game. There's a lot of people in this game. New podcasts coming out every single week. We happen to think we've got a really good thing going here, and the listenership seemingly would agree. So thank you again to everybody.
Thank you very much.
We've had an unwelcomed new entrant to the market.
Very unnecessary, to be honest.
Super unnecessary. Not quite sure why one of the top streaming platforms in the world is throwing as much money as they are at this too. Not that I don't fuck with them, but you know, it's kind of making this whole Spotify, this whole podcast thing
It's a crowded
a
market.
little bit more difficult.
It's a crowded market.
Meghan and Harry, Prince.
I mean, is he still? He's formally removed. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, officially, to be fair.
He's the royal, formerly known as Prince.
Love it. Meghan and Harry have their own little podcast coming, and they've managed to, just like Michelle Obama, just like the Kardashians, managed to get a bumper Spotify deal.
It's more like a Wadi Bumba Spotify deal. It's like $100 million or something.
Crazy. Spotify handing out 9-figure deals for podcasts willy nilly, and one can only pray that we're in the position to be demanding such money in the future. But for now, we're just happy that you're listening to us.
Look, I'm a sneaky white boy who likes black people. Like, pay me 9 figures. Why him? Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I agree. So I was just like, when that news came out, I just sat there and I was thinking, like, I wonder what they're going to talk about.
what are they going to talk about? Have they even said what they're going to talk about?
No.
I just see Piers Morgan fuming on Good Morning Britain.
What?
But he's a
I haven't
weirdo.
heard from Piers Morgan in a while.
He's doing his thing. Him and the leading MILF in the country every morning on Good Morning Britain.
Shout out
Yes, you
Suzanne
know what?
Reid.
Shout out Susanna Reid.
yeah.
Oh, bro.
Hi.
She's no Nigella.
Oh,
She's no Nigella, let's be honest.
is this factional beef?
100%.
Because Nigella is a Jewish princess,
Yes.
and we stan. This
She
is a Nigella
the
stan
Jewish
podcast.
princess. Watch your mouth.
But it's got to be Susanna. It's got to be Susanna Reid over.
No, you
It's
need
got
to
to be
relax.
Susanna Reid over
need to
Nigella Lawson.
You
Off
need to
topic,
relax,
yeah?
bro. Really need
Off
to
topic.
relax.
What's the name of that Jewish model?
That Jewish model.
No, the Jewish model. She is the.
What, the one that played Superwoman?
What, Bar Raffaella?
Yes. I haven't googled her in ages.
Is she decent? But there's also.
I know my
there's
Jewish models.
There's also. We're the chosen people, baby. What can I say?
But
But there's also Gal Gadot who played Wonder Woman. She hella Israeli. That's what's up.
She hella Israeli.
She hella Yisraeli.
That's so beautiful.
She a Hanukkah miracle.
Wow.
Yeah, she's no Christy Turlington, mate. But anyway, I was very, very happy.
Oh, I'm rich. I know Jews. Ooh. You're like the reverse Prince Harry.
What are they gonna talk about? What the fuck are Hagen and Mary? What are Meghan and Harry gonna fucking talk about on a podcast?
Yo, respect Meghan, man. Meghan's real, man.
But I remember the first time I saw her on Suits, I was like, piff. And then like her character developed in Suits, and I was like, I cannot wait for this motherfucker to leave. And then when the news came out that she was with Harry, I was like, she's leaving.
She's leaving.
We just get Harvey, Mike, and Donna in Suits.
On
And
that midnight train to Georgia.
that's another Jewish queen, Donna from Suits. I think she's
all our
Jewish
women are
in real
queens.
life.
We don't do this makeup thing in the Jewish community. Do you know what I'm saying? We treat our women right.
What's her name? Donna from Suits.
I'm going to say I refuse to watch Suits for 2 reasons.
Why?
One, because the writing's fucking dog shit. It's written for 12-year-olds. It's like Big Bang Theory.
Yeah,
it's just
pretty
not
bad.
entertaining.
Is Donna Jewish?
And the other,
Sarah Rafferty.
and the other one...
Jewish?
That Rafferty is not a Jewish name.
Oh,
Donna's fire, but you know who Donna
That's
reminds
hella
you of?
Irish.
Looking at Donna reminds you of the lady from
Donna's
ginger.
Made
She's
Men.
definitely Irish.
Not Made Men, Mad Men.
Christina Jenkins.
No,
Christina Hendricks. Christina Jenkins is like, who's that? That's like some singer, right?
Some Welsh lady.
Yeah, the Welsh singer. Christina Hendricks.
Christina Hendricks. I have a massive crush on her.
Yeah, I think every male with functioning
fat.
eyes.
And now we're on this topic.
She fat.
Luther. What's the evil lady in Luther called?
Nah, I'm not into her, bro. Ruth something or the other. I'm not into her with her duck lips.
What?
Ruth Wilson, that's the one. She's in the affair.
Oh, bruv, they're not fake.
She's in the affair as well.
Yeah, she's Alice Morgan. She's a badass, bruv.
She's badass,
not,
bro.
though.
She's
Yo.
fucking badass,
I
bro.
remember
You
man
nuts, bruv.
need to-
She is the OG psycho queen, bruv.
You man need to
Yeah,
relax.
I remember talking to her.
You don't think her lips are fake?
No.
Bruv, you not seen that top lip, bruv?
But they weren't fake when she was in Luther. I don't know what she's
Listen.
done since.
I remember talking to her in Cafe
She's
Nero.
not a badass, bruv.
In Cafe Nero?
Yeah, I was
Where?
talking to Cafe Nero.
Come on, bruv. Look at the
next
pout
to-
on that
next
motherfucker.
to
Look
the,
at that shit there, lads. Look.
No,
I'm
they're
looking,
natural.
bro.
Yeah, no, they're not. No. We're not gonna get
Yo, it was probably one of the best conversations I had.
Oh,
So
for real? Was she
Oh,
feeling
you met
that?
her?
Yeah, next to the Oxo, when I was planning the Oxo Tower,
Oh, sorry.
I saw
just
her,
when I was-
saw her at the cafeteria. I saw her at the Cafe Nero
Who
next
the
door.
fuck are you, bro?
Just when I was doing my exhibition at the Oxford Gallery.
Shut the fuck.
Yeah.
Were you like, I know you've done Luther, but I've...
No.
Got an
she
exhibition at the
was
Oxford
actually really
Gallery?
interested in it, but she hasn't got no socials or anything like that. So it was half.
Okay, but did she give you a number? I hit puberty voice there. Did you hear that? Slightly.
Apparently, I think
Did she give you a number?
I think she lives around there. I was so tempted, bro.
You should have asked. Shoot, puppy.
Guess what? This thing called balls, right? I didn't have them.
Zav,
I lost them.
Zav, you're refusing to talk into the microphone.
Sorry.
Can you make that happen?
Who's a person who gave really good feedback saying that I'm talking to the microphone?
Sophia.
No, hold
Yeah,
on.
shout out.
I think she said you were...
Shout out Sophia. I'm really sorry. I've been a bit like
Shit.
clumsy.
Yeah, for the record, I think she said you were
Clumsy.
marginally better than dog shit. I didn't
Yeah.
think she said you were good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
we got listeners, man.
That's
Our
an improvement.
listeners.
That's
our
like going from a
listeners-
D in GCSEs to like a C in it.
Never
Sure,
got
but
a D.
as one of my old teachers used to tell me, Johnny,
Never got a D in my life.
better than bad
I did.
isn't good.
Never got a D in my life.
Did you not?
Bruv.
My A levels, I got an A star, C, and a D.
I got
A star C and a D. What did you get?
in A levels.
Yeah.
I got BBC, but I got an E in AS psychology.
A levels. You got ECD.
No, BBC.
Oh, BBC.
But I got an E in psychology in AS.
And I got that's better than me though. Averaging out, that's probably
Why
better
don't
than
you
me.
guys have a
I
return
got an A,
question?
C, and D.
I got an A, BB.
Basically the same, innit?
I got A in IT. I got a B in psychology.
You know what?
And a B in media.
Sometimes I forget you went to like a really good.
You went to proper
university.
uni, innit?
I went to Imperial.
Come on.
Imperial gang, innit?
And I went to the University of LIFE, and I think Johnny.
I went to University of the Streets.
There you go.
That's what's up.
Belong to the streets.
Nah, it's worked
Belong
out.
to the streets.
belong to the streets. It's worked out for you, man.
Yeah, it's worked out for you equally.
We got lucky. Yeah, come on.
Yeah, but
Imperial and
I
that.
actually worked for it. You man dropped out, innit? Like, so.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
I didn't
we-
drop out. I didn't drop out. I just didn't get in.
I dropped out
Yeah, I didn't get
after
in.
like 3 months.
I just didn't get in.
I actually
No
put
one would
in the-
have me.
I actually-
University was not for me.
I actually put in
Same.
the work. You man just,
Chanced
Winged
it.
yeah.
Winged it with small
I
calculations.
don't even know why I hang around with you, man, to be honest.
I remember meeting you.
Yo,
I remember
where
meeting
are you,
you
fam?
first day at Moot, or like second day at Moot, and there was you and shout out our boy Tommy, and you two were basically also black.
Yeah.
Only two people who looked like anyone that I'd grown up with, or sounded like anyone that I'd grown up with.
Yeah, man.
And I was like,
Yeah.
I beg you, man.
That's the
look
same,
after
you
me,
know. When I
please.
met, listen, when
I was 18 years old, bro.
When I was there
I
too,
beg you, man, help me, please.
when I was there too, same thing, bro. Like Rich was my G. Like,
Come on.
I can't remember how we even linked up.
Me either. I can't remember that. I can't remember this. I can't remember how we both linked up.
No,
can't
all I
remember.
remember is that, like, bro, I just clicked with him right away.
Yeah,
like,
100%.
How
And then
did it happen?
and
Where
then
did I
there was a
meet you?
period where we didn't speak for a while, and then when we started speaking again, boom.
And I got a message of him saying, "What? So you move company and you don't talk to me if I slap you?" I
Yeah.
remember that.
That was
Listen,
it, that
he
was it.
messaged me that my first day.
Swear.
If I slap you,
Swear.
I
but
love
yeah.
this guy,
No,
man.
I mean, can we stop giving all this money to boring people with huge fan bases so that people like us who are amazing and new can get more of the spotlight? That's my hot take on Meghan and Harry.
Yeah, I hear that. But I will shout out Meghan because she came out with a thing recently about having a miscarriage. I thought it was very powerful.
Yeah.
She came about how there's a sense of shame, a sense of guilt associated with miscarriage, that women feel it's not your fault, not your problem, not your responsibility. She talks about things that are difficult to talk about. She's taken on the British press for their treatment of her. Her and Harry did that together, so fair play to them for that. I do feel it's kind of paradoxical that they fled being royals because they wanted to live a secluded and personal life, and then within the space of 12 months have signed deals with Netflix and Spotify.
For real.
Which is like the least private life-seeking thing you could do in Los Angeles.
And you're right. Like the statistics around, like, there's two things you said there, right? The statistics around miscarriage are frightening in many respects. It's something like 1 in 4.
It's a lot more common than people realize.
It's 1 in 4 births at I think 0 to 4 weeks typically experience like a miscarriage. Like it's so much more common than I think most people are aware of. It seems like obviously the most horrible, worst thing in the world, and I know it really does. And I've known from friends and experience, not personal experience, but from friends around me and stuff who've gone through it, and they think it's like the end of the world because of the pain and because of the horror and all this other stuff. And you know, you have to find ways of reminding them that this isn't as uncommon a thing, uncommon an occurrence as they may think. And look, man, like it's I didn't see the piece. I didn't see the piece that Meghan said, but like, yeah, I rate it. But at the end of the day, like, since they got out of the royal family, man, like
They've been hella public.
hustlers.
They wanted to go private and they went hella public. That's what's
You have
up.
to, innit? You said times like
Hustlers,
innit?
bruv. Hustlers.
There's a
They
saying,
lost their
yeah.
security. They lost their security detail.
What's that-
They
what's
lost all of that shit,
Yeah, but
bro.
come now, imagine being like, oh fucking hell, we've given up all of this life of privilege so that we can go and be
No, no, no,
secluded
but
and whatever. And
What
this
do you
is gonna
think
be,
he
this is gonna be
knows?
so difficult.
No, but
We've lost
listen,
all of our
though.
tax. We've lost all of our taxpayer
What do you think happened,
funded.
though?
Let's just
listen.
go and sign $200 million
Come on,
worth of
listen,
fucking
but
deals. Like,
they fucking cornered them. Let's be honest, man. I've really felt it for Harry. No, I
The
really felt
press
for Meghan and
fucked
Harry.
with them, bruv.
Yeah,
the
it was
press
kinda fucked.
Exactly, man. So
fucked with them differently.
let's not act like they just decided to do it
Yeah.
and then that's
Facts.
it. Let's give them like some sort of respect to that because
I appreciate
No,
you.
100%.
They really,
I appreciate
they
you.
really. There was definitely discrimination there, innit?
Facts.
100%.
Facts.
From the wedding.
Yeah.
From
Of
before the
prior to
wedding.
She
From before
black.
the wedding.
She
100%,
black.
man. Like, Rich, what are your thoughts?
She black. That's my thoughts. She black.
Yeah,
That's why
And the problem is that she's not shy about it either.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
She's unapologetically black. I don't know much about Meghan, but what then came after with the media and the attack and the nastiness and the abuse and the agendas. You mentioned Piers Morgan before, Johnny, and it's just like, bruv, like she's calm, innit? Like in the grand scheme of things, like Meghan Markle
blessed,
isn't.
man.
Yeah, man.
She
Can't,
blessed.
Meghan
She
Markle
cool.
isn't your problem. I hated her character towards the end of Suits. But that's not really got much to do with who she is as a person. Everything that kind of I read about her and see about her indicates to me that she's got a really firm head on her shoulders. But unfortunately, the British media is only ready for certain things at this point, and I don't think she is quite on that list.
And Joe, I'm gonna say a little quick shout out as well to Harry because he could have just gone and done the Playboy Prince never going to be the king thing, but he done his business setting up. Is it the Invictus Games for wounded servicemen, etc., etc. He did actually serve, whether or not you believe that serving your country in the army is valiant or not is a much wider discussion, but he did put his body on the line, went and served, came back, did his bit, has done a lot for charity, etc., etc. But have you man seen the picture in like 1997 or something when he's a young boy and there's like some public event and he's with his mum and there's a black girl in the crowd and he's like eyeing it up. They must be
shit.
like, they
He
must
had
be
jungle
like,
fever from time.
they must be like 9 years old or something. He's like,
ooh,
He got jungle
stunted.
fever.
Basically,
He got jungle fever.
Harry's been on the level
Can I just say, yeah,
for a long time.
Meghan Markle is fire.
He's like,
she aight.
No,
Yeah.
what do you mean? I reckon she's fire.
She aight.
Don't like her toes, but she's fire.
She got nasty toes.
What?
Bro, she's always covered them up. I don't know. It's suspect.
Oh my days.
So if you need,
my days.
you need full disclosure with Zabo. You don't trust them.
If
So
your
Zav's-
metro
hold on, so
don't trust
Zav-
you, I'm gonna shoot you.
Zav's policy is no makeup on your face, but brush them toes up or you're not getting it.
If I can't see your toes, if you don't wear open toe shoes,
I can't trust
damn
you.
things are crazy.
Don't come close to me.
Don't come close to me. Nobody above blocking.
Nobody above blocking.
Blocking.
You stress me,
I block you.
block you. You give me attitude,
I block
Block
you.
you.
You do like Olori Buruku,
I block you. Yo, what does Orobuku mean?
Olori Buruku means like, you give me some like wahala, you give me drama, innit? Like, don't give me any trash.
Do foolishness.
You know what I mean? No foolishness. Lads, I actually want to talk about something pretty important now, which I'm going to talk about briefly because I'll be honest, I'm not, such has been these last couple of weeks, and I know it's been going on for a little bit longer, but such has been these last couple of weeks that I haven't really been able to dive into it as much as I would like. And I've got a lot of friends who this impacts directly and indirectly. So the reason I want to talk about this is because I want to show solidarity. I've shown solidarity to things that mean a great deal to me personally, whether it be BLM, whether it be NSARS. You know, on my social media, I've been talking about some of the conflicts that are happening with regards to Armenia and Azerbaijan, etc., etc. Like, on Disconnect Terribly, we are very, very aware of global issues, and we try to keep ourselves as in tune with them as possible. Show solidarity where we can.
Hey, babe.
The farmers' protest in India, which is obviously an ongoing protest against 3 governmental acts which have been passed by Parliament earlier on this year, which have had a dramatic direct effect immediately on farming, which is a huge part of India's identity, culture. And ultimately, there's a lot of protests that have been going on, farmer unions, opposition politicians, etc., who have been protesting on the streets all over the place. We've had London, Birmingham, 250 million people protested in India because they fear that these acts will have the farmers essentially at the mercy of the corporations. In the background of this all are some very, very hugely influential billionaires in Indian culture, the Ambani family and so on and so forth. There have been farmer suicides in protests. There have been all kinds of unionized protesting all across the country. And with everything that's been going on, I just really want to say, and I don't know if you man have anything to add to it, but I just want to say that, you know, we obviously stand with the Indian farmers. We don't want to see the power that is associated with these billionaire families, these billionaire corporations, and the influence that they have on the government to ultimately mean that the little man, as they perceive them, whether they be farmers, whether they be your average fucking taxpayer, and their interests are of such little significance to them that the imbalance in society just becomes more and more heinous. So anything that we feel is an apparent display of that, we're against that from the jump in it. So what we want to say is to all my friends who are fighting this fight, I've had a lot of friends of mine who are in the London protests and the Birmingham protests and so on. We stand with you. We stand with the Indian farmers.
Solidarity. That's what's up.
I mean,
whatever job you do, join a union. But solidarity specifically with the Indian farmers is basically a power grab by the government.
100%.
Modi's BJP party have been overtly nationalistic and right-wing. It's not really much of a surprise that they tried to do this. It gives a lot of power, gives a pathway to power and control for private entities in terms of the controlling of prices and distribution of resources in the agricultural lands and areas in India. Farmers rightly are standing up for their rights over their land and their resources. and it's on us. It's on us to support them. Unfortunately, we have a government that is likely to continue to do business with India, despite these exploitative policies. We're probably still going to buy goods and trade goods with India. You know, the power that big countries have over developing nations is fundamentally economic. In terms of trade, this country could take a stand against what is a heinous move against working farmers in India by issuing tariffs, issuing sanctions, issuing curfews, etc., etc. We're not going to pick up these people organising, join a union. That's what's up.
Yeah, so we stand with the farmers.
That's what's up.
Big up all of my friends as well. Like, one thing I will say, and I need to continually say this because this is part of our narrative. This is part of what we stand for as three young men who are bringing you a podcast. Is we got to stop with the shaming. If there are people on your social media feed who aren't necessarily posting about things like the India farmer protest, whether it's NSARS, whether it's BLM, sorry, you don't need to waste your time, your energy, and your spirit coming at those people. The fight that you have as somebody who is interested in these very, very important topics is a slightly different fight. You don't need to waste your time fighting people on social media who aren't doing or aren't on the optics of things, showing support via social media. Social media, motherfuckers, is a trap. It doesn't mean anything. Stay woke, motherfuckers.
Stay woke.
We're walking in the air.
Can I ask you a very important question here?
Walking in the
Can I say that's such a depressing song?
It's depressing as fuck, but it's lit.
It is lit. It is lit. But look, hold on. How can you say that's lit and you're a fucking Drake fanboy, bruv?
Please leave Drake out of it. All right.
But you literally must
Did you hear him?
You literally
Please leave Drake
That
out.
was emotional. That wasn't even a bite. That was a full whole body
That's
slam.
disgusting.
I'm a massive Drake fan.
Bruv,
I'm a fanboy.
How
I don't
can
care.
you be anti-depressive music vibes when you live for Drake, bruv?
What? Just hold on, we're coming home.
I got my eyes on you.
Hey.
Everything
And I see, I want your
That is a classic. That's a classic, isn't it?
And you can
No,
call
but
me
I-
on my.
No, that's not a classic.
That's
It is
not a
what it
classic.
is.
Can I
Jet
sh- can I
Li,
sh-
cause of Lambo moving fast.
I don't know what
S class, C class, lot of class.
It's a good time to shout out my little cousin Kiki right now.
Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding?
Let's not do this.
Hey,
I'm
hey.
actually pretty disgusted with doing
Trap,
this.
money, Benny. Hey, listen.
Zach,
On a
you had a
real,
question.
She hates that song.
I had a
She
question.
fucking hates that
You
song.
had a question
Right,
about Christmas.
Christmas is coming up, yeah?
Christmas.
T+5 or whatever, yeah?
Hey.
Come on.
What we saying in terms of what's your idol? Let me start, yeah? No discrimination. I'm going to start with Johnny.
Oh.
Johnny.
Well, no
what's your
discrimination.
ideal
Pick the only white guy in the
What's
pod.
your ideal Christmas plate? Go.
Big to start with. Ceramic, ideally. Circular.
Yep.
I'm going for chicken.
Interesting.
I'm going for chicken.
How many days marinated?
Overnight.
Okay, that's
Is that
Overnight.
acceptable?
yeah. That's it.
Overnight's good for me.
He's getting excited.
He's-
He's unsettled in his chair,
Just for
bro.
everyone, this is Zav's section of the podcast.
Yeah.
This was a unilateral
This is
decision
what I came for.
to discuss this. This was not committee. This is not committee review. But anyway, I'm going for chicken. I will say, shout out Mummy,
Yeah.
who not only makes the best gravy
Shout out,
in the world,
Mumsy.
who makes not only the best gravy in the world, but as a verifiable fact, and I will scrap anyone who disagrees, makes the best roast potatoes in the world.
All right, yeah.
My mum makes the
I
best
want to
roast
be around
potatoes in
Christmas
the
Day.
world. Yeah.
Can I say something
I
about
want
your
to come
mum?
Tottenham.
Can I say something about your mum?
Go on.
This is going to sound petty as fuck. She followed This Getting Terribly page. She followed
Bro, she's lit.
Xavi's page. She followed.
Yeah, bro.
Obviously
Mummy's
her
gang.
son's
Your
page.
mum, you said anyone else's
Can
mum?
you let me finish?
Anyone's
Goddamn.
mum could never.
Can you let me finish?
Sorry, go on.
She followed your page. She followed This Getting Terribly. She followed her son. She didn't follow me though.
Yeah, listen. Guess
She didn't
what?
follow me though.
Listen, because her mum.
There's levels to it. Mummy's got levels, in it.
Mrs. Johnny recognises real.
I don't think Auntie Vivas likes me. And I'm not gonna lie, like if you're listening, I'm not gonna be able to sleep until.
No, she listening
Listen,
as well.
me-
She
I'm
listening
not
as
gonna be able
well.
to sleep
I
until.
don't know about you, but me and Mummy Johnny have conversations every week, man. Like,
For real?
it's lit. Yeah, for real. Check my DMs.
She don't like me then.
Listen, me and
That's
that
facts.
It's personal.
What's that? Facts? Shit. All right. Well, look, I'm gonna try harder then.
Big up Mummy Johnny.
Shut up.
She's a real one.
Don't do that. Don't be like big up mummy after.
Big up Mummy Johnny. She's a
Don't do
real
that,
one.
don't do that.
And it's okay. I don't really like Abby Ade either. we're just colleagues.
Mummy's got taste, innit?
We are, as my mum would say in the younger days, we are just associates.
I was sat there for like 5 minutes, like, shit, do I give off bad vibes? Why is she not
She'll
following me?
She'll follow you.
Stop screwing Johnny.
Hey, do I give off bad vibes? Am I bad vibes?
Do you know what it is? It's Mummy likes good art and she likes good sounds, but she's not a big fan of the Thirst Trap Instagram pictures. That's what's up.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So you got to stop that, Xavi.
No, you. It's about you.
What? What about me?
She likes good vibes and good grams.
Xavi's Xavi's in the whip, innit? Like, hey.
Two twos. We give
Come
Xavi a
on.
lot of shit for biting,
Wait.
but Rich has just gone jawbone through that one, bro.
Yeah, 100%. That first track was actually for Richard, not for me. She likes good vibes and she likes good content.
I do like.
And then Richard, he just like B2K.
But Xav, I do.
Look at my packs.
No, but I do.
Look how many packs. There's a ninth one.
Oh,
the
my
thing
name's
is,
Rich
yeah.
and I've got a six pack. Ooh.
Thing is, though,
Oh, friends.
I
Six pack
admit-
friends.
You're hard.
Yo, Rich,
You're
yeah?
hard,
Rich
honey.
actually hashtags six pack as well.
No way.
Yeah,
no
yeah,
way. Did you do
100%.
that? Did you do that?
Yeah,
Gun
he does,
finger.
he does,
Gun
he
finger
does,
if you're brave.
he
Gun
does.
finger if you're brave. Gun finger if you're
don't
brave.
fucking try it.
Yo, Rich,
I'm gonna let you, man.
Rich tags GQ.
No
fam,
way.
Just buy the thing, fam.
No
you're not getting
way.
sponsored, fam. Just buy the
No
thing.
way.
I'm gonna
Anyway,
let-
remove.
I'm gonna let you guys.
Next topic.
Nah,
Fuck
that. I'm gonna let you,
Hold
fuck that.
on, next topic.
We're gonna come back to Christmas
Christmas
play, but
play.
it seems like we're on the first chat topic
don't
now.
try it. I'm gonna let you man get off whatever you want to get off, but I'm not gonna have you tell
Hey.
me. I'm not gonna have you tell the listeners that I hashtag
Yo,
six pack.
go on
That is
Abiade's page, yeah, and then the
that's
one where he's in
fucking
Greece,
disgusting.
yeah. The one where he's in Greece, yeah. Look at the hashtags. He's got
they're mad,
hashtag
innit?
six pack.
No, do you know the one that got me is when he's like, I'm just trying out the reaching out post.
Yeah. What a dickhead, bro.
was this
Hashtag
turned into?
dickhead.
Hashtag dick.
How am I getting fucking bun? Like Xavi's the
All right,
ultimate.
listen. I got time today.
We got.
All right, where are we going next? Hey, yo. And then
got-
there's another one, yeah. It's wearing like a nautical stripy thing. Don't pause the thing. Don't pause it. And he's reaching out, yeah. But my man is really and literally
He's giving it.
reaching.
You know when man are like, I'm just joking, but like,
You know, yeah, literally. He's like, he's like, reach for me. Let
me know when you're done with that.
Oh, reach for me.
Let me know when you're done.
Listen,
Let me know when
my
you're
man
done.
right now, just to put it into context, right now, Richard Abiade's body language, he is
fuming.
His arms are crossed.
He's fuming.
There's
My
steam
arms
coming
are
out of his
crossed.
head
For
like
real,
a.
for real.
There's
Fuming.
steam coming out of his head like a
Fuming.
rice cooker on
Fuming.
like 28 minutes right now. Yeah.
Fuming. His face
Listen.
screwing.
Face
Scrunch
is
up.
screwing. The only thing that's cool right now is his trainers, Air Maxes. That's it.
They react.
Apart from that, fuck Rich.
React. Nike React flying it. Watch your mouth.
Thirst Trap Kings. To be fair, the two of you are both fucking guilty.
Johnny.
I'm
Johnny.
not
The two of you are fucking guilty,
Johnny.
bro. Neither of you can come for
I'm
me on
not
this one
king
because
of
I'm
Thirst
not a
Trap.
first trap kind of guy. Both
Yo,
of you are
I don't
fucking
put
guilty.
anything out there that's not on brand
No.
with
The
art.
difference between you, man, is that Rich will put posts up. So his are like a permanent first trap. You think you're sly because you're a story guy.
Exactly.
Well, you'll be like smiling and that little cute
And
boy.
Johnny,
Yo,
can we?
do you want
can
me
we
to screw
no,
him
but
on
Xavi,
the story,
you've
like?
had the stage.
Do
Can
you
I
want
have a
me- do you
minute?
want me to
No,
screw
you've had the
on
stage,
my, do you want me to
motherfucker.
screw
Xavi,
on my stories, fam? If
Xavi.
I'm giving out an announcement, I'm not going to be screw face like Abiade, fam. I'm going to
Xavi.
be smiley.
But
Xavi.
you are a centimeter
Are you
away
done?
from licking lips.
Are
on
you done,
stories, innit?
Xavi? Are you done? Because the thing is about me is once a year, I let them know what I'm working with. You feel me, innit? If I'm on a beach in Greece, bruv, I'm getting the pecs out for the...
Hashtag six pack.
Get your
What
pecs
the
out.
F is that, bro?
Get your pecs out.
No, wait, did he
Get your
say
pecs out
wallah,
for the
he actually
schlags.
he actually hashtag six pack.
Wallahi.
I never hashtag
No
six pack
way.
in my life. How very dare you? Don't get that shit out there on the streets. These are lies.
it's out there.
These are lies. Don't ever say that. That's fabrication
Guys,
right
I'm
there.
going to say it so many times they can't edit it out.
I don't.
Fam.
I've never in my life tagged anything six pack. That is disgusting, grotesque behavior for a grown man.
Okay.
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 What I will admit
He's
to
nothing worse than
you have had this stage. You have had this stage. You have had your time. You have had your time. Can I have my own? Can I have my own?
Maybe no.
Give your mouth a
When I
rest
go on
and your
holiday
ears can
sometimes,
walk.
you know what I mean? You can't listen with your mouth. Josh,
Hey.
I'm talking. You are talking. How many talkers?
and I'm
God
lis-
gave you
I'm
one
listening.
mouth
many
and 2 ears for a
talkers?
reason.
So if I go on a beach, right? If it's Portugal, if it's the Algarve, if it's Cos in Greece, if it's fucking wherever.
Hashtag global.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm on the beach. You know what I mean? I'm feeling myself. I mean, everybody does it. I admit my thirst trapping. I admit it.
Okay.
I admit that shit.
If you want to see
And I
first
think
track-
I think once or twice a year, everybody should get into that bag. However, Xavier, yeah, you, Mr. Art Man, yeah, you don't fucking admit your shit. That's the thing that pisses me off. You'll be in the car, but then they'll give the smiles, innit? You know, the smile with the eyes. Do you know what I mean? The sexy shit.
That's not.
What?
I'm more goofy than that.
No, there's better evidence.
We need to go into your Instagram. Your phone is right here, innit? We can go through it, innit? Offline. But anyway,
You are pretty banged to rights on this one, to be fair.
you need to relax, Zav, innit? Anyway.
Listen,
Did you finish
I do is on brand, fam. I don't do no
On brand.
If I wanted to have like a what do you call it? What's the word you guys use?
First trap.
First trap, yeah. If I want to have first trap, I'll make a private account, yeah, or like a separate account, a personal account,
Ooh.
and first trap the fuck out of it. I've got pictures for days, but I'm not about that
That's
life.
disgusting. Do you know what I mean? Like, who has pictures for days?
Yeah, you know why?
I go on holiday.
No, you
That's
know what
my
it is.
chat.
No,
I go on holiday.
No, I have pictures there because I spent most of my life on Instagram covering up my face, innit? So like the lit nights, no one got to see those.
Can you run us through what some of these pictures are?
Please.
Fam, it's just drip, everything drippy. That's it.
That sounds disgusting.
That sounds
Just
weird.
drip.
That sounds fucking disgusting.
That's it.
Thirst
Grow
traps. I don't want your thirst
Old
trap to
man.
be drippy.
Trust me.
Fam,
That sounds horrible.
Trust me.
everything's drippy, man.
Anyway,
But-
so Johnny said chicken
Well,
and
so we're
his
going back to the
mum's
Christmas
world
plate.
famous.
Roast
Yo,
potatoes.
the range on this podcast.
Listen, roast potatoes and chicken.
Roast
No, hold on,
potatoes.
so Mummy's
Mum's
got
famous.
Mummy's got world famous roast potatoes, literally world famous roast potatoes, and also
Right, I
makes
wanna try them.
also makes the best gravy in the world. Then I am going. This is going to piss Mum off, but I'm gonna want mac and cheese on my plate.
All right.
Because
like it.
every meal is better with
I like
mac and cheese.
Yeah, fuck with it.
Where do you stand on the broccoli v cauliflower debate? I'm broccoli gang.
I'm
aggressively.
broccoli. Yeah.
Aggressively.
Broccoli over cauliflower. But to
day.
be honest, that's probably not on my dish.
I'm having broccoli on my dish.
Yeah.
I'm having carrots on my dish.
Carrots definitely in the
I'm having
dish.
carrots on my dish.
Yeah.
Hold on, I got chicken.
This is
buds.
a massive dish, bruv.
I told you it's a big plate.
Do you not just do seconds?
Okay, so
Because I do like the first dish, which is like the turkey, the gravy, the carrots, and the veg. And because we're Nigerian, obviously there's a bit of jollof in the action.
Come on.
Right? But then if there's more dishes around, then that's like dish number 2, innit?
yeah. So the thing was, so I grew up. So my brother is 6'3" and change, 240 odd pounds.
Change.
And change. Was 6 foot when he was 14. Long story short, there is not a lot of time for seconds in my household, and in fact, you would often find your own plate being robbed, such as the velocity with which he would eat his food.
Yeah.
So you have to load up the first course bigly, otherwise you ain't eating dinner. So we got very used to big portions going down fast. So there's a lot of chicken, there's a lot of gravy, there's a lot of potato, there's a lot of broccoli, there's a lot of carrots, there's a lot of mac and cheese. Do you know what? It's going to be controversial, and Xavi's not going to like it, but fuck stuffing.
What?
I don't like stuffing. That's what's
wild,
up.
isn't
Okay,
it?
so at this point, can we just put out like an application out there for like a new
A third host.
this ended terribly.
White boys who like stuffing.
This ended
Yo,
terribly.
this ended terribly.
I don't like stuffing. I don't like it. I don't get it. I don't get the attraction. I don't see what you lot are.
You don't
gassed
eat the
about.
stuffing though, right?
I don't like
Stuffing
it.
for me is more of a flavoring thing. I'm not yamming into the stuffing. It's more
I
for
am
flavoring.
yamming into the
Yeah,
stuffing.
no. For me, it's more of the
not
flavoring.
With the gravy and the jollof
Yeah.
Mummy's
And the
gravy
rice
is
and
too
peas.
good. Doesn't need stuffing.
and
Don't need it.
and the roast chicken
She don't follow me
and the
though.
lamb. Wow, you didn't mention
I'm
lamb.
so butthurt about it.
No,
You mentioned lamb.
I love lamb. I love
You
lamb.
mentioned
Lamb is my
But you've
favourite.
asked me for my Christmas
Lamb,
plate.
yeah?
I'm telling you, I'm getting chicken.
Lamb is on the Christmas spread, fam.
Oh yeah, that's you.
Listen, Christmas
you
Day,
double
I want
meeting?
to tag. I want everyone to tag me.
Never say that again.
What's
I
that?
wanted him to say yes for that reason, innit?
What did you say?
Are
You double meeting.
That sounds mad. I'm not answering that.
You
one,
gave it
fam.
away, bruv.
I'm sorry, man. It caught me.
Hey, listen.
I was going, that's kind of
So
sus.
basically, how about you, Rich? What's your Christmas spread like?
Turkey and or chicken.
Turkey's so dry. Thank you, bro.
What's the gravy for?
Turkey's the deadest
Yo,
meat, bro.
This guy's been living in East London for too long, fam.
Bruv, I gotta say, dry ankles, dry plate, bruv.
Yo,
My ankles are never
and
dry.
tight trousers.
These are heat
Tight
tech socks. Don't
trousers.
get it. These
And
are
tight
actual
trousers,
socks. The socks are the same color as my skin. It looks dry, but it's not.
E45 on that lower leg.
Relax,
G.
relax. When you man ask me what my dish is, can you let me finish, please?
Yeah, go on, finish.
You can't just jump on me when I say turkey, please.
I'll wait you.
Turkey, I did say turkey and or chicken, which, to be fair, should just be turkey or chicken, depending on the year. If we're feeling a little bit freaky, we might get a little bit of duck action in there. I don't think we've ever had... I don't think we've ever had lamb.
Wild.
I don't think we've ever had... Yeah, you could do like duck.
Christmas duck?
Yeah, you could do Christmas duck.
for real?
That's actually pretty common. Don't think we've ever done lamb on Christmas.
Lamb's
but
lamb's my second choice.
yeah, but in terms of like Christmas in a Nigerian household, man, it's just like it's like a jollof rice. It's just like jollof rice, fried rice, plantain.
Super malt.
Yeah, I've never liked super malt, by the way.
Oh, I love super malt. It's got to be cold.
Yeah.
I don't like warm super malt. That's too evangelist for me.
Yeah, my mum will like rack up all the ciders and that. I'll bring the whiskey round.
Guinness,
Yeah. I don't like Guinness either.
But you know
I'm the fakest Nigerian out there, bro. I swear down.
Nigeria is Guinness'
never had Guinness in
second
my
biggest market after Ireland. Mazza.
Yeah,
I've
bro.
never had Guinness in my life,
100%.
you know?
You never had it? Yeah, it's not nice, bro.
I don't like Guinness
It's
either.
not nice. It's not nice. So yeah, it's mainly meat, jollof rice, veg, potatoes. Sorry, plantain, not potatoes.
Plantain instead of potatoes?
Yeah,
For real?
sometimes, yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Potatoes sometimes, but yeah, both.
mad.
Basically, we just cook it all up in it, like, and then as I say, like we just serve it in a corner, and then yeah, you
What's for pudding?
you feast. Some sort of cake.
We got
Like,
crumble. We got
yeah,
crumble.
we don't really. To be honest, like, I don't know about you, like, but like dessert wasn't really a big part of like my upbringing. Like we would just have massive mains. So I don't know. Still to this day, I don't really ever save enough space for dessert just by default. Do you know what I mean? Like when I'm at restaurant, I'm always like main, and then when it comes to dessert, I'm like, oh shit, I'm stuffed.
Yeah, I hear you.
feel me?
I'm
Because
saying.
I just never grew up like I know people who would have like even if it's something as small as like a yogurt or some cheese or whatever, like for dessert, they would always save space for that.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? So they go a little bit easy on the main. But for me, it was just like, yeah, man, just give me my jollof rice, give me my shaki, give me all that shit, and I'm like, I'm lit in it.
We had all forms of sweet chocolate and sugar banned from the house. Once a year on your birthday, you're allowed Diet Coke. That's
real?
it. But
I love
other than
that.
that, banned.
I love
Don't
that.
come near. So I was saying, I haven't got a sweet tooth for anything.
Love that. I've got a massive sweet tooth, but that wasn't necessarily
haven't got it.
because I don't think that was because we overdid it at home. It's just because, brother, I got into Malwams early, innit?
Oh, they were dangerous. The strawberry ones.
Bruv.
Come on.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, they were dangerous. No, but we got them banned. But the one time that we were having dessert was crumble. Crumble at Christmas.
Yeah,
Mummy
yeah.
makes a banging crumble.
So, New Year's resolutions. What are you gonna do differently in 2020? And I need to preface this by saying that like we don't want anybody to set any unrealistic targets for themselves, and we don't want anybody to like put any pressure on themselves by doing anything. I want people to genuinely set some nice, easy, achievable targets for themselves, and that's kind of what I'm on, to be honest. I didn't set one for 2020, and turns out that was a fucking good idea because this year was horrible, and probably wouldn't have been able to achieve them. But you might be thinking about it.
Mine isn't necessarily something that I would like pick up or like drop. It's a habit that I need to be more comfortable with. It's just the art of saying no, I think.
Interested? Okay. Elaborate.
I feel like I'm such a pussy when it comes to
Everything.
like saying no,
Okay.
you know, and then for that reason, I find myself
Do you mean personally or professionally?
both.
Okay.
Like I find myself taking on more than I should.
Okay.
And I feel like next year I just need to be more confident in saying no and like just being okay with that, you know?
We'll just make 2021 the year of Xavi.
Not even, but just literally just like I say yes to a million things and then I end up doing a million things.
But why do you say
and
yes?
Not having much time for myself.
Why do you say it? Is it because you don't want to
Because I'm-
disappoint people?
yeah, exactly,
Because you
yeah.
think you can? Or
I don't want to disappoint people.
Okay, so then
Or
it
like-
is about making you the priority. Does this benefit me?
Yeah, I think that's probably going to be my New Year's resolution.
Just like saying no more.
Yeah.
DMX is back on.
We didn't even mean for that.
Yeah, and that's it really.
Yeah, be more selfish. That's fine.
I like that. Just one. Cold. I love it. What about you?
So I had 2 resolutions into this year, and I'm going to keep them. I'm just going to roll them over, pretend they didn't happen. First one was to get a driving license.
Oh shit!
Yeah, grew up in Hackney. I didn't need to learn to drive.
Facts.
But even like I feel like especially in Hackney because there's no tube in Hackney, right? There's fucking buses everywhere, so you don't need to learn to drive.
I actually did mine quite late, man. I did mine at like 26, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I
and then the worst thing about it is that like I got my driver's license, and to be honest, I don't think I've driven a car more than like 5 times since I got my driver's license.
Yeah, like I guess like it's useful for going on holiday and shit.
Yeah,
I'm not going to drive in London.
Yeah,
Anyway, so one to get a driving license. The other one was I had planned to go on a sesh everywhere around the UK.
Okay.
And that was going to be my plan because in 2019 I went to 14 countries, went all around the world. I was very, very lucky. Kind of went nuts.
14 countries in a year.
I went kind of nuts, spent all my money and just went traveling around the world.
Yeah.
Why not? And I'm also very guilty of being the stereotypical Londoner who's never been anywhere else in the country. Never been.
Same.
Never been to Manchester, never been to Liverpool, never been to Newcastle, never been to Cardiff, never been to any of these places. So I basically lined up, because I know people in all these places, I'd lined up a sesh in each place. So I'm going on the sesh once a month in a city in the UK.
Bro, you're single, man. You need to get busy.
Well,
bro.
anyone who wants to come along, Sesh Tour
yeah,
2021.
I'll come with, innit?
Come back
I'll
here. So basically,
I've been Liverpool, Manchester,
I've heard
Cardiff.
Liverpool's nuts.
Yeah.
I've heard Cardiff is nuts. I've heard Newcastle's nuts.
I've not been Newcastle, but I heard Newcastle.
I heard Manchester's very nuts as well.
Manchester's very good.
So that's what's up. Everyone wants to come around the sesh around the UK with me.
Let's do it.
Let's back it.
Let's do it.
I'm on it.
Anyway, Rich, what are your resolutions?
One of the biggest changes that I made to my life this year, was investing. I actually became like a proper investor this year.
Like financial markets?
Yeah, financial markets, just stocks, right? And working in finance is weird because I've never been overly attracted to finance as an industry, but like sales and stuff and all that around it is actually quite interesting to me as well. And I think I've proved myself in that respect. But like, I never really got into investing. And this year, I wet my feet this year for the first time, investing in stocks. So to be honest, my main resolution for 2021 is to just do that a little bit more. Like, have more of an active interest in it, try and get like my total return on the year up as much as possible. Yeah, I don't want to sit here and say I'm going to learn like French or whatever. I'd love to like focus on that more in 2021, and that would probably be like a secondary resolution, but primary one is probably just like invest a little bit more in the stock markets, earn a little bit more, put a little bit more away from my little man, and then just go from there really.
So Xavi and I are pretty limited in what we can say in the whole investing thing for obvious reasons, but like it is a topic that I think I've definitely had a lot of feedback on. I reckon Xavi and you've also people want us to talk about, given that we work in finance, talk about finance more. At a very basic level, I guess what we can say is, you know, what kinds of platforms do you use? Where do you look for your information? How do you do your investing? Yeah,
so for me, I've got a simple stocks and shares ISA, which allows me to essentially manage my own stock picking and my own investing. So I don't like, there are various different forms, and a lot of people just like have a portion of money that they give to somebody else to just like actively manage. So they will set their risk level and say, I'm very high risk or I'm very low risk. And then the person who they give their money to, whether it be a fund company or whatever, will invest that money. Me, I actively do that shit myself. So I'm researching which stocks I'm interested in, the ones that I like, the ones that I know. For example, everybody who knows me, you man know that I'm a massive sneakerhead, so I know a lot about that world. So obviously a lot of the industries or a lot of the stocks that I'm going to invest in are going to be in that world, in that industry, music as well. So I got about 3 or 4 positions which are in music and sneakers and fashion or some form, because I kind of know where those industries are going. So I use Hargreaves Lansdown as a platform. That's kind of how I do it, and I'm looking to do that a little bit more next year. Just ramp it up a little bit, like take a bit more risk, because in this game, as we all know, man, high risk, high return, innit?
Yeah, man. I mean, so like again, Xavi and I are very, very restricted in what we can say. Because of the nature of our jobs. But
I'm gonna coax it out of you, motherfuckers.
But I think there's a lot of value in us giving some wisdom where we can, 100%. And I think at this stage we probably can give some wisdom. I don't trade equities, where Xavi does, but I'll kind of lead here before Xavi chips in terms of very generic advice. I think what Rich does is very wise. A lot of my friends who want to get involved in stock picking or putting their money to work, etc., fall very easily into the trap of trying to be generalists or trying to cast a very wide net. And actually, there's absolutely no sense in trying to invest in markets you don't know. So when Rich says that he knows a lot about sneakers and music, that's not a joke. There's a lot of money in those industries. There's a lot of money in those stocks. So my number one advice would be invest in what you know.
100%.
People ask me often, what's my view on this? What's my view on that? And they're often disappointed because I tell them, I don't trade that. I don't trade that, bro.
It's facts.
I'm a very good trader in what I trade. I don't know fucking anything about stocks and shares. But I will say that people who are looking to put their money to work, be specialists. There's money in being a specialist.
100%.
Find an area, a sector, a few names that you want to dedicate attention to, and trade those names. But I mean, at some point, I guess we'll do because we've had a lot of demand for it, to do a financial based episode or something.
And you know what? I've got
I just want to say very quickly, nothing that we've said constitutes financial advice.
100%.
Nothing we've said is an endorsement or 100%. An inducement. Don't take your fucking financial advice from a podcast. Anyway, if you are going to look to if your New Year's resolution is next year to put your money to work, Hargreaves Lansdown is a great place to start. Charles Schwab is another great platform 100%. To start. Keep it simple. Keep it simple.
If you are, and we'll leave it here, if you are looking to use some of your disposable income on just making your money work for you, and I'm older than Johnny and Zab, do you know what I mean? So it took me a very, very long time. I'm not traders like these lads, but I work in the same industry as them. It took me a very, very long time to get comfortable with the idea of putting my money into an investment vehicle or into a company or whatever. It's scary. It's very, very scary to start with, but once you get familiarized with some of the theories, once you get familiarized with how some of the markets work, and you don't have to get super, super deep into it. Start with stocks. Stocks are the easiest, probably the easiest asset class to trade, right? So start with that, read a few books, come into it with an idea what companies or what industries you're interested in, as Johnny said. And if you got a spare couple $100, that shit can work.
For sure.
That can run. You can find commission-free platforms which don't take your money to trade, and then everything you earn is returns. That's it. Boom. And then you multiply. Let's compound the earnings, innit? We got to do that shit. And to what Johnny said, I think when we do a more focused podcast on investing, etc., I got the right man for it. Debs from Stock Pickers, which is the company that got me into it. Perfect person to speak to. We'll do that. We'll do that in the future. Anyway, new music. What have you been listening to this week?
2 Chainz. That album's fire.
That's what they call me.
Save Me, Feel Away. My top 2 songs on that album, I would say.
Is that not the quickest review you've ever heard in your fucking life?
Yeah, that's done.
Listen to it for yourself. It is fucking fire.
What's it called?
Huh? I don't even know. It's called...
Keep Up, innit? You man, Keep Up. You want to know about... You want music reviews? Keep Up.
Bear me, it's called So Help Me God.
By 2 Chainz.
Yeah, fucking fire.
Okay. Does he still shout 2 Chainz on all of his songs?
Nah.
Oh, okay. He's moved on.
He's flea.
Yeah.
He kind of reminds me of you, by the way.
2 Chainz?
Yeah.
Why?
Just original with this shit and just talk, mad talk.
Come on.
I was worried,
Come on,
and then he brought me back in. Yeah, no, I love you, bro. I love you, though. I love you. Let's normalize love between males.
I love you, bro.
I love you, bro.
Your trousers are mad tight, but I love them.
They're not fucking tight, bro. What are you talking about?
Back to new music, right?
Yeah.
I think 2 Chainz, that album's fire.
Yeah.
I think the freestyle that Drake had with
Oh, shock.
Honestly, the freestyle Drake had with Lil Wayne, it brought me back old school vibes.
Isn't Lil Wayne going to jail for 15 years for firearms charges?
No, so he apparently has put himself has pled guilty for this charge, but I think because of how fucked up the US justice system is, I think that's one of those formalities where if you plead guilty, the deal that comes thereafter is basically like a slap on the wrist.
If you've got good enough
lawyers. Yeah, exactly. So I don't think he's going to go inside. But yeah, you said they had a new freestyle out, right? Him and Drizzy.
Yeah, it's called BB King Freestyle.
Yeah.
Okay. Shout out BB King.
That's one to check out.
And this one might be like an old. It's like 4 years old apparently, but it's finally on Spotify.
Don't know.
Chance the Rapper's Christmas album.
Oh, we need a Christmas album recommendation. 100%. Check out Chance the Rapper, Jeremiah. 4 years old, but it came on Spotify recently. You got to check that out. The albums that I've been listening to this week that you need to listen to, or the album I would say that you need to listen to this week is Man on the Moon 3 by Kid Cudi. The Humming Extraordinaire. Kid Cudi, yeah.
He's still a thing.
Mate.
He was the thing in like 2011.
Day and night. I toss and turn and keeps just in my mind. Yeah, his new album, Man on the Moon. I'm not a big fan of Kid Cudi at all. I think he's massively overrated.
Isn't he British?
Nah, he's from the States.
But he had a thing over here for a while.
His tune just blew up here because he had like a remix, I think maybe with a UK producer. I'm not sure. But yeah, his new album, Man on the Moon 3, obviously the sequel of his biggest mixtape before he blew up. Very, very good, man. If you like sort of like trippy sort of trap, like it's fire. Like it's dope. Like I can't deny it. It's probably one of the most enjoyable Kid Cudi albums I've heard.
Okay.
So listen to that. My song of the week, which actually is came out a couple of weeks ago. This artist, I haven't felt more excited about an artist from the UK since Octavian, and I know that's probably not on brand
past tense
say right now, given past issues, but yeah. Benji Flow is a North London multi-instrumentalist singer and rapper.
North side.
Who, I mean, like, I struggle to put words on this guy's style because it's R&B, there's Spanish influence, there's African influence, there's soul, there's genuine like proper like R&B in there. But his new song, You Know, it's called, is currently like ripping its way through radio at the moment, and it's the one that I was playing to you, man, when you came in before.
This one's banger.
Yeah, hopefully we don't get this ripped off. I tried to send him a tweet and say like, if we love your music, can we play it for like 10 seconds? Didn't reply.
The video is kind of trippy as well.
But this tune is fucking fire. It's called You Know, Benji Flow, and we're gonna play it for a few more seconds. And we gotta stop it because we don't want this episode to get ripped off.
We're trying to get libeled.
There you go. Benji Flow, You Know, it's a single. If you listen to that and you like it, go back and listen to all of the songs that you found on the streaming platform. So if you're on Spotify, listen to Benergy, which was his album from, I think, earlier this year. It's got his biggest song on there called Deep End, and Deep End is like basically one of the best songs I've heard in the last couple of years from any UK artist at all.
Big claim.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. So yeah, Benji Flow.
Outrageous claims.
The last song we're gonna play before we say goodbye. Maybe Johnny, maybe you want to do the introduction to this shit, bro.
Could do. So shout out to the family, obviously, at Route 73. A lot of people would have heard Ennie's tune, Paying Black Girls. It's done a big remix with Georgia Smith. Hey. There's been a, what do you call it, a Colours thing in Berlin. Route 73 are the people from behind that track who's supporting Annie from the get-go. I remember seeing that song live. I can't even remember when it was, 6 months ago or something, at Passing Clouds in Dalston. Shout out Route 73. Shout out the Silhouettes Project. One of the most popular songs on Spotify, over 500,000 streams. It's called Chase It. It's got Earth Evil on it. It's got Kosher, Joe Beard, Outrageous Claims. That's the Familia behind the track. It's good vibes. And we're going to spin it for you right now.
100%. But before we do that, you man, I just want to say to you, we've done 6 episodes now. What has it been? 12 weeks since we started this thing. This has been an absolute fucking pleasure, man.
Amen.
This is our last episode of 2020. Crazy fucking year. Mm-hmm. Personally for all of us. Mm-hmm. Professionally for all of us. Mm-hmm. My year, weirdly, somehow has culminated with a great deal of happiness today. And I'm thankful to the Most High for that.
Well deserved, man.
Amen.
I genuinely look forward to where this podcast is going to go in 2021. Thank you very, very much to everybody who's subscribed, who has liked, who has followed, who has commented. We do engagement posts and stuff on Instagram that we're not entirely comfortable with because we're just like chilled guys who don't really like all the fucking fanfare and bollocks, you know what I mean? Like, but we appreciate that this is the world that we're living in and we have to do this. Thank you to everybody who has continually indulged us, supported us. Everybody who's ever sent me personally, Johnny personally, Xavi personally, a message with a compliment about the podcast.
Sure.
People were like, when's that podcast going to go weekly? Mm-hmm. When's that podcast going to be 2 times a week? All you people we're working towards something really, really special for you.
Amen.
In 2021. We really, really, really appreciate the support so far.
Amen.
Do you know what I mean? Coming up here and spending 2 hours talking about all the stuff that's going on in the world isn't as easy as it may sound. But I genuinely feel blessed to have two of my brothers here with me because it's just the fucking vibe.
Amen.
Like, we pour up a couple of drinks and we just talk some shit that's important to us, and it seems to resonate with you people. So thank you guys, genuinely. And we're just going to keep banging this out for 2021. And as long as you will have us, is the longest we'll be, you know, putting this out.
Yeah, man. Like Rich said, we got plans, we got aims, we got goals. And we hope you enjoy the ride.
Thank you for messing with us.
That's what's up.
And I, underneath the Christmas tree, I just want you for my own,
more than you could ever know. Make my dreams come true. All I want for Christmas is you. Ooh, baby.
This could end terribly. Episode 6. Merry fucking Christmas.
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah
Happy
to
New
all
Year.
of our listeners as well. Whatever you celebrate.
A Merry New Year.
There you go, man. Just basically happy holidays, right? If you're working, keep working hard. Love you.
This is drunk chat. Just play the song, innit?
See the lights, I'll chase it. Yeah, it's all about the journey. Pace it. You can't rush, it's basic. It's simple, don't overcomplicate it. Yeah, I can see the light, chase it. Yeah, it's all about the journey. Pace it. You can't rush, it's basic. It's simple, don't overcomplicate it. Yeah, I can see the light, chase it. Yeah, it's all about the journey. Pace it. You can't rush, it's basic. If you run too fast, you gon' make it.
They got dreams of living it large. Man, I got dreams of living in Prague. With a brown hair ting who's into sipping at bars. All it takes is some patience and a wish from a star. I like my drinks with some ice in. My girl bougie, she like diamonds. But what's it worth when people dying? I think twice when I look in the mirror. I want it all, but what's the cost? If it makes me a sinner, I want the simple thing. Yeah, like, say we have it in the bin. Yeah, we in the moment and we listening. Yeah, up in the mountain, stars are glistening. I float my mind in orbit. Fresh fruits from orchards, tight squeeze like corsets. Juice flows when pouring, thought I did know better. Got lost up in the moment, believe the dreams that they dealt. Pressure got to my mental, I'm still in need of some help. So I escape with my thoughts, I bought my freedom myself. This all free for the people, you got to look after health. I've been through hell and high waters. What's
This
food
could end
for thought if there ain't no
terribly.
food for the
Merry
orphans? You got
Christmas.
to decide for portions.
I can see the light, chase it. Yeah, it's all about the journey. Pace it.